Original box sets Shadowrun game. Today it is myself, Max, the game master, and with me I have John, who plays Odysseus.
Hello, everybody.
We're changing our setup and format at this point in time. No more Skype pictures and stuff like that. We're trying to give a more fuller view of some of the background and dice rolling. We will be back to. We might bring it back. I don't know what we're going to do. We're playing with things. That's, experimenting. Today's game session in Shadowrun is mostly about Odysseus' downtime. He has a lot of side ventures that are going on with him, and we're going to go ahead and start off with getting a little caught up with what's been going on with Odysseus. So we know that he's had a recent change in his love life structure. And he's got a lot of things going on with people that he's met. He's made friends. He's made enemies. So let's go ahead and turn it over to John so we can find out what's going to be happening tonight.
Oh man. Well, tonight, I have to have a heart-to-heart with Lucky Luciano and explain to him that his dead wife is not dead. She's perfectly alive and well, and Gears and I rescued her, and she doesn't want to spend the rest of her life with him anyways. I'm gonna save that for her though, because that's not my business.
Sounds good.
Yep. And hopefully I survive the night, because Lucky's got a mean streak.
Yeah, he does. And a lot of bullets and friends.
Yeah. Mainly I'm worried about the friends more than I am the bullets, because he has a lot of friends, and I couldn't possibly kill them all.
Understood. All right. So let's see. You were at a safe house that you had purchased, and it was. Oh, let's slide over to the map. It was a safe house down in Fort Lewis that you had rented from using Sunny as a contact. And the
Yes.
place was rather nice. And that's where you and Jessica were holed up at. So do you want to start from there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that's where we left off.
All
That's a
right.
good place to start. All right, so let's see. I got back from uh, what was the lawyer's name? It was
Deborah.
Deborah. Got back from her place. It was nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
When okay, so I think that I'll let the night pass, and then I'll get in touch with Lucky in the morning.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, cause uh, he's from what I know of him, he's kind of a nightlife kind of guy. I don't with a bad time, because that's just bad form.
Ooh, you're breaking up there, John.
Sorry, it must have. Am I better now?
Yes. Something else going on in the background?
Um, Not on my end.
Let me check on my
Well,
end.
uh,
Nope, I have the normal number of windows open.
okay. Maybe it'll stabilize here, because I was trying to find the correct character sheet, so I was opening different things. Maybe that was it.
Ah,
But I apologize. But yeah. So I don't want to interrupt Lucky's good time that he's having this evening.
okay.
So yeah, that I assume he's having. I don't know. I I do have his contact information though, right? Correct.
Um,
Oh, I sure hope
You
so.
know what? I don't know.
No, I don't think that we ever have actually contacted each other directly.
No.
It was always, yeah, because it was even when we picked up Lino, it was tell Sunny and Sunny will tell Lucky.
Yes.
Okay.
So you are at a impasse with this solving of this problem.
Yeah. Um, you know what? I think I'll ask Jess. If anyone that I know knows how to get in touch with Lucky, it's her.
All right. She will say, "Yes, I can get a hold of him. I have maybe a few of the numbers. I might know them. I could guess. I know where he might be, where he might hang out." And she rolls her eyes. Gambling, drinking, smoking, womanizing.
Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure that her reaching out to him would be the best idea. So I'm going to use whatever information she can come up with to try and contact him myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out you are going to start doing something to find Lucky. What is this something that you're going to be doing? She's probably going to tell you a number she thinks might reach her. Like I said in the previous session, she only had one phone number memorized, and that was Deborah's because Deborah was like a mother to her.
Right. Right. So I guess I'm she doesn't have a number directly for him, but it's going to be kind of like a search that I have to go through to find him based on the information. A little bit of investigation.
She can tell you where places he hangs out, and then, you could use that information to do things.
Okay. Yeah, that
Okay.
seems good.
Alrighty then. She will tell you about Leith Furniture. It is a furniture store that is actually a front for a small gambling house.
Okay, you said Leith, like TH?
Yes, Leath.
Excellent.
And she will tell you that in Tacoma, there is a place that does lawn care that is another place where he peddles his business out of. And she thinks for a moment and then says, it's called Lawnscape Garden and Maintenance. It's rather a cheesy name, and their symbol is a palm tree and a flamingo.
All right. Is Lucky from Florida? Or is he just like...
She says he has a fascination with Florida, always talked about going there.
Oh, I don't know. From what I know, it's a hot place. I don't want to be there.
She likes to swim in the water because she liked getting down to the islands more than she liked Florida.
Oh, like the Keys or the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Yeah, both.
Well, in her mind, in her face, you'll see a bit of perplexity because she thinks they're the same thing. So her yeah isn't a yes to both of them. It's a yes, they are the same thing. The Keys and the Caribbean. But, you can kind of get that by staring at her and realizing, oh, yeah.
Well, to be fair, that's kind of meta knowledge. I don't know if Odysseus would be that knowledgeable in geography of southeastern United States.
True. What's his logic?
Oh. A 3.
Maybe.
Meh. Okay.
maybe. All right. The last is he runs a sports arena slash eatery called Jumbo Sports, and you have heard of Jumbo Sports. And the Jumbo Sports restaurants, there's a few of them, and they're all about big food while watching games.
Okay. All right. Well, does Lucky like to gamble first thing in the morning, or does he like to go to one of the other two earlier in the day so he can get some work done first?
He generally will go to one of his restaurants that he fleeces for money so that he can get a free breakfast. And then after that, he will. And his breakfast is usually around 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
But the Jumbo Sports that's in Renton off of 575, ran by Pando, is probably the one he hits up because it's not too far from his place in downtown.
Okay. And the lawnscape garden and maintenance was in Tacoma?
Tacoma.
Okay. And Leith Furniture, where was that? What part of town?
Northern end of downtown.
Okay.
She will tell you that she remembers the lawnscape place is run by a fat orc by the name of McGuire. She's an asshole.
All right. McGuire. All right.
And Leith Furniture is run by a guy named Jack. And she likes Jack. Jack treats her well.
Okay. Jack, McGuire, and Pando. All right. Well, since I'm always up earlier than 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I guess I'll go out and run some of my personal errands, like stop by.
Real quick, I need to
Yeah.
pause you for a second. We're going to
Sure.
change, because I'm looking at NPC names, we're going to change the Leith Furniture guy from Jack to Nicky.
Okay.
It's going to be much more Italian sounding that way.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't think there are any Jacks in Italy.
We just need a nice Italian name. Genovese. All right. All right. There we go. That solves that problem. That way there's not too many confusing, because I mean, if several NPCs all have the same, go by the same name, it becomes confusing. So let's just avoid that.
Right, definitely.
All right.
Yeah. So I need to go by your beer garden, check up on the place, make sure there's not any shenanigans going on.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe see if Hans knows anyone that knows about whatever. Yep.
You were breaking up again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were actually frozen with your finger up for a little while.
So you said Hans.
Yeah, see if Hans knows any people that are knowledgeable about magical creatures and or beasts or whatever they are.
All right.
And yeah.
He's a fixer, right?
Yes.
I'm looking for where I scribbled his notes down at. There's Abdul. I will check over here. And if it's not here, that means I don't have him. Here we go.
So
Okay. What's his connection?
It is a 5.
5. All right. His logic is a 3, and so he will be able to... knowing people who know anything about magic. And magical critters.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to be that's going to be a charisma plus etiquette. He has charisma, but he doesn't have the etiquette in the magical field. His connection allows him to reduce on something. 1 second. Doopy-doo. Let's see, what was it? That's right. Connection adds to their social limit. So, I think his social limit is probably 5-ish, 6-ish. So it makes it 11, but he doesn't have that many dice to work with. So let's go ahead and get our dice roller up. Change over the necessary functions. He's looking at maybe 5. I'll give him an extra 2 dice from just his general presence of who he is. Let's see if that works out. 2 successes. No knowledge of magical critters and people who know anything about magical critters is outside of his forte. He doesn't know any magic users or anybody who twiddles their fingers and has crazy crap happen. And would point you to say, he would tell you to go speak to somebody that you know that twiddles their fingers. And in fact, he's only met a mages or spellcasters, as far as he knows, 3 times in his life. And he's only seen one really casting magic, and that wasn't on the television.
Yeah.
So for him, he's like, I don't even know if they exist.
Okay.
Your options is to get a hold of Pollux, or maybe Jessica's friend Mary. Those are the first 2 that pop in my mind. You could also think about reaching out to a university.
Yeah. I don't know. Mary, I didn't feel the impression that Mary was like super knowledgeable about stuff. But oh, wait, she disappeared. Yeah.
That's right. Jessica wants to go find her too.
Oh, okay.
Remember that? So maybe, hey, gives you something to do.
Oh man. Yeah, hopefully she's not in pieces like Deborah was.
I remember your comment, I'm going to feed the fish. And I said, there's an ear in the fish tank. And you said, I'm not going to feed the fish.
Yeah. Oh, man. It couldn't have been hungry. There was stuff to nibble on.
Yeah.
All right, well. I'll go ahead and, while I'm at your beer garden, I'll ask Hans just to make sure that, there hasn't been any trouble since the last time I was in. I guess that might have been a couple of days ago.
You know what?
No, it was.
I'm going to stop you for a second. We're
Sure.
in a kid's bit. Hans is a good friend, and you're asking him questions that he's like, eh. That doesn't mean Hans doesn't know how to find people, because that's
Okay.
part of being a fixer. He might not know a mage, but he knows people who knows people, and so he might be able to send you down the line. So
Okay.
that's something that just popped into my head. Your fixer is the function of the fixers to find you people and things and jobs. They are your go-to for the majority of everything that you would want. So if you want, we can rewind a little bit and we can go from there, or we can continue forward on the course of action of hunting down Mary.
Um. Yeah. Let's rewind a little bit. Uh, and see if we can find somebody else first.
Because
'Cause,
I'm a
Mary's not high on my priority list. So yeah, I don't know Mary like that.
right. Okay. Alrighty then. We are going to take a step back, and Hans will say, I don't know anyone personally, and I've never met a mage. I've met like 3 mages in my life and only saw one cast spells. That wasn't even on television. But that doesn't mean I can't get a hold of some people. If you give me a little bit of time, I can make some phone calls and see if I can find somebody who's maybe a professional.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I mean, let me know when you find something if you do, and you know how much uh it'll cost to meet the person.
Yeah. So about cost, and I don't want to be that guy, but when I helped find Detective O'Halloran, I was promised a little cash up front, and you were busy. There was some drinking, a lot of talking, a lot of stuff happened. Uh, O'Halloran got some money. I'm going to need some money to hunt some people down too. I mean, you're taking care of the bills for this place. I don't want to really make a more deal about this, but I'm going to need some money up front to kind of hunt some people down.
It's all right. I completely understand.
Because my slush fund is more like a cup of water right now.
Well, how much do you need to get started?
Give me about 1,500, and that will take care of finding people.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm checking my funds real quick. I mean, I know that I have enough. I just um okay. Yeah. Do you need that in cash?
I'd prefer it. It makes things work better.
All right. I'll run up to my apartment and grab it out of the mattress.
Okay. What do you think the interest return, the compounded interest on that mattress is?
Pretty low. Pretty low. I'm pretty sure I lose money to that mattress. Oh man.
All right. He'll get started on that. So,
Excellent. Okay. Well, I'll let him get to it. I'll probably eat something and have a beer before I leave. And mm,
that was some damn good dice rolling. It looks like it's going to take him about 3 hours to find a person for you with the money and his dice rolls he just made. So,
I mean, money is an excellent lubricant, so
yeah.
yeah. I'll just pay him every time he needs to make a dice roll.
Sure, he'll be happy about that.
Oh, so just to check in, what day of the week is it?
Pause for a second.
Sure.
Do. Sorry about the delay. Just need to do this.
And
All right, go.
it only matters because I know that Polly, the potential werewolf, likes to go to Howl at the Moon on Friday nights.
That's right. I don't think it's Friday. I think when you were at the Howl at the Moon getting your favors done, it was like a Wednesday. Or
Okay.
was it Saturday? But it's definitely not Friday. So you have
It was definitely Saturday that I was there last.
yeah. So you've got a few days,
Okay.
and whenever you need it to be Saturday, you can have it be Saturday.
You mean Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I gotcha. Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess I'll let Hans work it out, and I don't know, burn some time if it's not already close enough to Lino's breakfast time, and I'll head over to oh gosh, I didn't write the name down. The sports place.
Jumbo Sports.
Oh, Jumbo Sports. Yeah, sorry, I did write the name down. I just didn't capitalize it, so it didn't register as a name to me.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm old school. I like to capitalize my proper nouns.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, I'll just burn some time until it's probably around noon, and I'll head to Jumbo Sports.
Okay.
See if I can find me a lucky Luciano.
Do you want to take Jessica with you?
No, absolutely not. She is gonna stay at the safe house,
Uh huh.
and with my spare gun. And I told her that I will actually call next time, or this time
Right.
when I'm coming back, so I don't get shot. Not that it
Good deal.
matters, because she's just gonna be on the couch watching TV with the gun not near her anyways. So
Yeah. It's not like she's gonna take advantage. She doesn't. She's almost as. Man, how would I say it? She's almost as oblivious about how reality actually works as Lucky is.
oh man, yeah. I should have taken pictures while I was at Deb's so I could show her what real life is like.
Oh God, no! That would be terrible.
This is what people like your mother do to other people.
All right, 1 second. There we go. All right. Let's see. What do we got going on here? You wanted to do what again? Go to Jumbo Sports. So time's passed, and you want to head to Jumbo Sports to see if you can't catch up with him while he's getting some breakfast.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
But definitely not sneak up on him.
No, that would be. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, I'm okay if he's surprised to see me. I just don't want him to be, oh, surprise, and then, like I startle him and he jumps and shoots me or something.
You have a few seconds. Those amazing guns that he has hidden up his sleeves, they take a couple of seconds to actually pop out.
Oh, good.
All right, Jumbo Sports opens around noon. It is a family eatery, but it focuses on the male ego, athleticism, and large portions of food. If you buy a jumbo burger and It is a really large burger. You also get a beer for free. And if you're underage, you don't get a free beer, and you sure as heck don't get a free soda. But if you are of age, you get a free beer along with your jumbo burger. And if you get the double jumbo burger, you are guaranteed free refills all night with that beer. The double jumbo burger weighs in at 5 pounds. So all their portions are immense. And they talk highly about the fact that most of their meat is at least 30% real.
Oh man, but does any of it come from McCoyle's? I've seen what that place looks like on the inside.
They do say that they have locally grown potatoes for their French fries, so they say that's real, as well as carrots. Their buffalo sauce is made in Buffalo. So they've got a lot of stuff going for them, but the soy Weisers run free, and the burgers are large. When you arrive, it is spit like rain outside. The sun's still shining, and the bursts come down every once in a while. So it rains, it doesn't rain. It rains, it doesn't rain. It's raining sparsely. The parking lot is not that full upon arriving at the Jumbo Sports in, what did I say, Renton? Yeah, Renton.
Yep.
Maybe half a dozen cars in the parking lot, and at least another half a dozen cars near the back of the building. A hedge runs around it, blocking its view from the street, as well as well-decorated fake plastic trees surround the building itself. They don't require maintenance or trimming, so it's better just to have a fake tree. The hedges have that fake plasticky look. Everything looks pretty much generic. A Jumbo Sports can come into an area, lay waste to whatever building's there, and in less than 4 days have an exact replicate Jumbo Sports, of the original Jumbo Sports, built in its place, fully stocked with wage slaves and what they pass as food.
Is it like like they tear whatever there is down, lay a foundation, and then like bring in like a flat packed building and just put it together like IKEA furniture?
You know, since you've never seen the magical process take place, that's probably your first guess. The second guess is, of course, wage slave gnomes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, standing outside the front door, there is a man in a nice, worn suit. He's got no hat on. His hair's slicked to one side. He's standing next to the, what do they call that thing? The butt tower. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's where you put your cigarette butts out at.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What is it? Is it butt tower not the right word?
I don't know. I never thought of what they would be called, to be honest.
Well, I wasn't sure to call it a butt tower or a butt receptacle.
You mean like the like kind of like tall, skinny ones that you put the cigarette into the little hole and then it goes down and
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Butt tower sounds good.
All
I've
right.
seen them catch fire before. That's fun.
So there's a man in a somewhat trashy looking suit. It's dirty. His hair is matted. He looks like he might have been up all night, but he's standing next to the butt tower smoking a long haul. And that's when you pull up to park. He's definitely checking you out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna park my bike and all that, and as I am approaching him, I'd like to, check and see if he looks like he is carrying any weapons.
Sure. Perception.
Let's see. Yeah. that's intuition, so 5, 11. Do I take anything off for the current weather conditions?
1 dice.
Okay. 4 successes.
Yes.
Okay.
His shirt isn't tucked in on the inside, and you can see that there is a pathetically concealed small caliber light pistol. With 4 successes, you'll probably be able to make out the model of it, so I will pick one. 4 successes is pretty damn good. He has a crossbow under his shirt.
A crossbow. That would be impressive.
We will say he has an Ares Lightfire 70.
Okay. Well, I've got my Ares Predator 5 in the back of my belt underneath my coat that, like I do when I'm riding my motorcycle around town. So yeah, I'll just I'll be cool and I'll just walk up to the front. I don't feel particularly like it's necessary to greet him or anything.
Okay.
Or acknowledge him in any fashion.
It's fine.
All right.
When you get close enough, though, he makes several gestures before actually talking. You can see he's about to engage you in conversation. And he has a lot of physical quirks that seem to just kick in as he's trying to maybe work up the muster to say something. But it starts off with, like, he's looking, he, like, nods, he points with the finger, and he makes another gesture, and a leg moves, and he sits there and goes, you ever rode in a Harley? And you have no idea where this conversation is coming from, but he's just out of the blue asking you ever rode a Harley?
No, I only trust my life to German engineering.
He kind of smiles, he'll nod, give that, mafia Italian kind of, You think you've come to the right place. There's already a Gambino falling out the front door. I apologize to anybody that's an insult to, but I'm not going to not use it because Mooks, Gambinos, let's just do this.
Oh, he doesn't like move into my path or look like he's gonna block the way or anything.
He does move into your path, but only to open the door.
Oh, well. That works for me. I'll go on in.
All right. The place is mostly empty, considering the number of vehicles. The bar area is the most occupied. There's a booth, and people are sitting in it, and it seems everything is orientated around that booth. You can hear Lucky before you see him. As he's yelling at somebody, just shut up, you're talking. And it's bothering me. I'm still trying to eat my breakfast. So you can hear Lucky as you step in.
Okay, so let's see. Should I do a perception to see if I can tell where he's at before seeing him?
If you want to, but it's pretty evident that everybody is clustered in around the booth, next to the bar. No other tables in the restaurant are occupied. All the television trivids are blaring sports everywhere, but everyone is sitting over in that area. I mean, there's not even a family off to one side. It's just... And they stretch the gambit from guys in ratty suits to, wearing pinstripe shirts with suspenders on. They look like they just all stepped out of a 1950s gangster movie. Tommy guns should be laying on almost every table. Fedoras, bolos, a nice collection of hats and ties. They all look like they could easily slide off to Sunday school with everything but their language.
Oh man. Okay. Is it like a seat yourself kind of thing, or is there a hostess?
Hostess will appear out of nowhere, not because she's digital, but because she's fast. And short, cute, blonde, probably right out of high school. Ask you where you would like to sit. Everything is available except for the bar space that's currently reserved for a party.
Um, I'll gesture over to an area not close to the clustered group of mafiosos, but to where Lucky could see me if his direction was pulled in that, or if his attention was pulled in that direction.
Okay. All right, so the lady will pick up her little organizer and say, right this way, sir. And as you're heading that way, a man, a woman, and 2 children are heading out. The woman says, and I very clearly, we're not staying with those hooligans using that kind of language. And she will voice that directly to the young lady as they heading out.
Okay. Do I hear any coarse language coming from that area?
Yeah. Trek and son of a bitch. I'm not gonna go through the list, but there's a list. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my ears won't fall off, so I'm cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow her over to the table.
She'll find you a seat, hand you a menu, says your server will be right with you, and then jets.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at the beer menu. Because I'm not planning on staying for food, and I don't want a 2.5-pound burger bad enough to get a free beer.
Okay. All right. So where do we go from here?
I'm gonna wait for the server to come over. And when the server comes over, I'm just gonna order whatever random generic beer of Soyweiser, and ask them to also get Lucky. I'm not gonna use him by name, but gesture to him, the guy at that booth. Whatever he's drinking, say it's from me.
Okay.
So that way Lucky will get a drink. He'll see, oh my gosh, that's my good friend Odysseus, and maybe he'll come over and talk to me.
Okay. I'm going to do a perception roll for the guy. Anyways, your server is Arthur, and he seems to have an understanding. You're like, yeah, that guy is. He's like, okay, sure. Let's see. Lucky. Yeah, that number of dice. Let's see how that works out. All right, so the drink is served, and Lucky will stand up and begin kind of looking around. And he looks over, and, people are doing their thing. They're eating. He's, like, shoveling food in his mouth. He's looking at the drink. He kind of stares. The person has to explain it to him more than one time. And then kind of he looks over his shoulder, and then he looks back over that way. And he looks at the guy, and the guy has to point at you a second time. And that's when he leans out, stands up, and looks over, and he can see you. And so he will throw his napkin down onto the table and begin walking over with purpose and intent. Maybe it's that I'm angry kind of look and walk as he's walking that way, but as soon as he comes around to the point where he can get a good look at you, you realize that the bar area is well lit, but the outside booth areas have that dim, crappy lighting so that you can't actually see how filthy the floor is. He sees you, and he sits there and he smiles. And he sits there at you. He smiles and says, "Hey, Odysseus, what's happening, little brother?"
I'll get up out of the booth because I assume he's coming in for one of those awkward hugs that he likes to give.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll
He does.
reciprocate the embrace.
Yep. He will go so far as to kiss you on both cheeks.
Oh goodness. Okay.
And at that point, the other gangsters will be staring. Who is this guy that comes in out of nowhere? Is there something Lucky hasn't told us? Because he's been grumpy. So you see, as you're hugging, you look past to get a quick glance that you've got the attention of the rest of the room.
Oh, great. Well, I'm not worried about the rest of the room, honestly. So, Lucky, I've got something important to talk to you about.
Hey, why don't you come over and sit with all of us and have something to eat and drink?
Oh, I will, but I don't want to talk about it there with them.
His eyes get great big. He's going to make a judge intent. Let's see. Judge intent for him, I think, was only 8 dice. Let me check real quick. What? He's not the sharpest tool in the butter knife box.
I mean, it's okay. I think that's way higher than my judge intent, so...
There's the Candyman, Trollface, Da Vinci. I don't have it. We're going to go with 8. 4 success. So he will nod. Yeah. And so he will project to the rest of the gathering. It's okay. This is Odysseus. He works for me. And then he'll put his arm around you, and you can feel where his arm rests across your shoulder, that bit of metallic underneath is where that mechanical apparatus with gun sits. And he's like, let's talk. And so he shifts into business mode.
Right. Okay. Is he taking me somewhere a little more private, or?
Yeah, he walks over to your table where he saw you at.
Cool.
And he will have a seat across from you.
Okay. Did he bring his drink?
No.
Oh, damn. Oh, well.
Well, you know what? Yes.
Okay, good. So at least, yeah. I'll have a little bit of...
And he didn't even... And he didn't even spill it on you.
Oh, excellent. That's nice of him. Well, Lucky, and I'm talking in kind of a hushed tone, because I don't have one of those fancy noise-canceling things that other people seem to like to bring everywhere. And I don't want to be overheard, so, yeah, I'm talking quietly. But, it's about your wife. She's not dead. And Gears and I had to pull a little bit of an operation to rescue her from a meat grinder. And she needs your help.
Is that where you stopped talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to gauge his reaction before I go too far.
Well, he sits down with drink, immediately slides the ashtray over to him as you're starting to talk. It's slowly kind of enunciate. He's got a cigarette out quickly. He's lighting it. So he's got those fast reactions. And as you start to talk and you say it's about his wife, he's like, okay, yeah, all right. Maybe this guy's going to say something relevant or, and then he's, because he's also crosses his mind, maybe this guy's going to say, hey, before your wife died, I had a thing with her. Maybe that's good. So all these things are running through that tiny little brain of his. And when you get to the part where you say, she's not dead, he stopped putting the cigarette toward his lips and he's just like, and then when you're just like, we had to save her. And so he's like lowering the cigarette right back down, and he didn't light it enough to just not smoke on it. So the cigarette's actually starting to dwindle back out. Long hauls are notorious. If you light them, you have to drag right off otherwise they don't stay lit. And he's starting to lower it back down. And when you say, she needs your help, his eyes get great big, like saucers, like he's about to start tearing up. He's just like, you better not be fucking with me.
Trust me, I would not fuck with you, Lucky.
I was in that car when we left. You were there. You saw the blood. I was there when the doctor said there was nothing he could do. At this time, the server walks up to the table, and as the guy walks up and goes, excuse me, he goes, and Lucky just cuts him off quick and says, you need to fuck off right now. Really loud. And the server backs off and starts walking away. And she needs my help? I don't understand, Odysseus. You come to me and tell me something that makes no sense. I need you to explain a bit more, because I'm a very confused man right now.
Okay, so technically she did die. However, she was able to get a replacement heart. She's alive. But her mom wants her dead. And I didn't feel it would be right for me to help her get out of Seattle without letting you know, first of all. And I don't feel like I have the kind of connections that you do to help make that happen. But she's not safe as long as her mother knows she's in Seattle or even alive at all.
That was not the direction I expected you to take the conversation. You went in a really well thought. You thought this out, didn't you? All right, so let's see. So playing up on himself. But why didn't she come to me? I mean, she knew I'd do anything for her.
Well, it wasn't actually her that came to me. She had been taken hostage, was being kept at a organ grinder, and her friend actually found me. It was all very rushed. I didn't even have time to get a proper plan together. I just finished up dropping off what was that kid's name? Lino.
You're shitting me.
No, it was as soon as I got back to my place.
You're fucking shitting me. You think that was not a question of what you just said, more like a statement of emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I would have come to you sooner, but I honestly don't have any good way of getting in touch with you. I was lucky that I, was able to find you here.
One of the other hoodlums will look over. Hey, boss, everything okay? And he snaps, you need to fuck off. You need to get the fuck out of this conversation, because right now, this conversation at this table doesn't involve any of you mooks over there. Go sit, eat your breakfast, and do something useful. Sorry. I love playing this character. Her dreckin' mom, though? Again? That bitch just doesn't know when to let go. I mean, she fucking robbed me of my money. She trying to kill her. I don't understand. Why does she want to do this to her daughter? I mean, I know she's a bitch and everything. Her mom, not Jessica. Jessica is a very beautiful creature.
So out of character, I don't know I don't know if the right thing to do would be to tell him that Jess is a genetic copy of her mother, and that she only wants to keep her alive for her organs. Um, but I don't have any other response to his question other than to just not say anything or to lie and say I don't know.
Well, so you have one of three choices: say nothing, say the truth, or lie. Your charisma score is shit.
Yeah, yeah. I know that I
Let's
know
go.
that I'm not going to get away with lying.
Let's go ahead and scrape lying off the menu options here. Other option is right now you can see he's winding up.
Yeah.
You've seen him enough times to watch how he acts and handles situations, so you can definitely tell he's winding up. So your option is you could try using the truth to diffuse him and hope that it doesn't wind him up even farther, or say nothing and let him do whatever the fuck he's about to do.
Yeah, that was my original plan. Was to not respond and just take it as a rhetorical question that didn't need an answer.
Sounds good. He will continue to wind up. Begins bitching under his breath about Jessica. He tries to smoke his now unlit cigarette. He can't thank you enough. He goes from thanking you. You can definitely see how I don't want to say that. You're not a professional when it comes to diagnosing people who have mental issues, but this is so visible, the way he acts. 1 minute he's winding up about talking about giving Jessica's mom an Italian necktie, to immediately thanking you for saving her, to being pissed at the cigarette, to turning around and saying, well, I need to see her, is where it all ends up. There's several other things involved in that, but we'll just pretty much tie it up to up, down, up, down, up, down, ends with I need to see her.
Right, right. Well, she's I've got her holed up at a safe house down in Fort Lewis.
He'll cut you off and he'll cut you off and say, "Great, what's the address?"
I'll give it to him. Do you want to follow me down there?
Hell yes. She's my wife.
All right. Well, I mean, if you need to wrap up some business here, I can wait.
Oh no, fuck this. These dreckheads can deal with their own stuff.
All right.
He will stand up and say, "Yo, I'm heading out now. I need my keys and my stuff. Come on." And he starts heading back over toward the table. People ask him questions like, "Hey, where you going? What are you doing?" He tells them to mind their own business. He's got stuff to take care of. He tells them, "You guys know what you need to do today. I don't need to give you any instructions. Nothing else matters at this point. I have something incredibly important to take care of." He grabs his stuff and begins heading over. Everybody's just like, "Hey, man, boss, do you need me to go with you?" And he's like, No. Until one guy begins following him out. He doesn't even ask, "Do you need me to go with you?" He just starts following. And you've seen this guy with Lucky when you dropped off Lino. He was the guy standing back a distance, leaning against the car. Must be a good person. Lucky doesn't even question his presence. When the guy walks up, he is slightly overweight, heavy, kind of a heavy set, muscular looking individual. Gives you a nod, begins buttoning his shirt up. You can see he's a little bit more cleaner than the rest of everybody. He also doesn't smell like alcohol. Where Lucky does smell like alcohol.
All right. Well, when Lucky went over to get his keys and everything, I would have flagged down Arthur and paid the tab and given him a decent tip for the scolding that he got for coming to the table.
Okay. Just rolled out some cash.
Yeah.
About 20 new yen.
Yeah, since I had to grab some for Hans anyways. I would
Okay.
taking some extra. All right. Okay. The guy doesn't say anything to me though, right?
No, he has a wicked smile, though. He smiles at you from ear to ear as he walks past, it's really unnerving.
Um, can I do a roll to see what the hell that smile's about?
Sure.
All right. Is it judge intent?
Yes.
Is that based on charisma or intuition?
Judge intent is a stat on its own.
Oh.
Next
Oh,
to
yeah, it is. It's right here.
composure.
Oh, that's not too bad. I've got it. It's a 7. So let me roll 7 here. And it's not raining inside, so I don't lose any dice. 2 successes.
This is Lucky's backup guy. The guy that Lucky takes into sticky situations. He doesn't have to ask permission. So this guy is like Lucky Jr.
Okay.
So his wicked smile to you is more along the lines of, hello, fellow comrade on the same level of badassery.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'm
a
not gonna.
fellow greeting.
Sorry. Okay. I'm not gonna react to it because I don't really smile that much, especially not ridiculously.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'll head out with him though. Hop on the bike. Unless Lucky has anything else he wants to say before we leave.
No. He just,
Okay.
well, yeah, he would say, I'm following you. So he'll walk up, unlock the car, begin jumping in. The guy slides into the passenger seat, and Lucky doesn't spare any time to back his car out and get right on your back end.
Okay. Oh, before he guy number 2 gets in the car, can I do a perception to see what he's carrying?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll do it before we leave the restaurant, so that way I get that 1 extra dice. 4 successes.
A cyber deck.
Oh, okay. So all I have to do is shoot his deck if things go bad.
Yep. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any guns on him. He is Lucky's hacker.
Okay. All right, well, that sounds good. All right, so yeah, I'll head down to Fort Lewis to the safe house.
You jump on to 161 and then on to 5 heading toward Fort Lewis. The rain is a nice sprinkle spraying across the highways, getting onto your helmet. The Rain X helps keep it from building up too bad. Lucky does not back off. He stays probably about 5 yards behind you, maybe 7 at most. His sizable Lincoln Town car tearing up the road to keep behind you.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure I don't go too fast, so he doesn't have to I'm not weaving through traffic or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For my own safety, more than anything else, because I don't want to skid and then have Lucky run me over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a light sprinkle, so you're going to lose 1 dice as far as it goes for driving. You haven't really lost too many, so you should be able to, as long as you can buy 1 success, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I can definitely buy one.
If you can buy 1, then you don't have to roll, because you only need 1 success to drive in the rain.
Perfect.
You arrive at the base of the tower, apartment building rising up, and Lucky pulls into a spot a few slots away from you.
All right. Yeah. So immediately after I park the bike, I'm going to pull out my comm and call the safe house number.
Okay. Lucky preens himself. The phone rings. Jessica picks up. Hello?
Hey, I'm coming up.
Oh,
I've
good.
got Lucky with me.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you were bringing him back here.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the plan, but it's what's happening.
She will pause before she... Don't bring him up here. I don't want to see him right now. I'm still very mad at him.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that I'm bringing him up there.
You need to keep him down there. Don't bring him up here. I have a gun up here.
So in my head, I'm just like, this isn't my problem. This is, I'm, I'm doing good things. This is the way it's happening. I'm helping you. This is it. Okay, well, ready or not, we're in the parking lot. So, are you coming down or are we coming up?
She begins yelling, and you hear the line go dead.
Okay, well, we're coming up then.
Okay. Hopefully that doesn't mean somebody broke in and did terrible things already. You know, I'm pretty sure she just smashed the phone.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
When...
So,
yeah, Lucky, as you're on the phone, you're a couple of slots away. Lucky's cleaning himself, making himself look good, putting his, styling himself, slicking his hair back. He's making himself more presentable for his wife. It's what's going through his mind. The guy gets out the other side, scratches himself on his rustic-looking facial hair, leans over to the dashboard, makes a little flick, pulls out a 38 special and tucks it in behind, and gives you one of those wicked smiles.
Yeah, these people and their smiles.
And so you guys all pile into the elevator and start riding up. Do you inform him that he's about to walk into a hostile situation, or are you going to keep that a secret?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, let me go in first. She's not terribly excited that she's kind of a little surprised that this is all happening right now. So just let me go in first.
Mr. Confident says, No. Odysseus, you've done more than enough. Just let me walk in. I'll talk to her. Everything's going to be okay.
All right. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I am going to say she does have a gun.
She's got a gun? Jess doesn't use a gun. I even bought her so many guns. She doesn't even know how to turn the safety off.
I showed her how. I don't know if she remembers.
He looks over to the guy in the elevator with you and says, if you see the gun, maybe the thing, maybe just shut it off. It's not a big deal, right? And the guy smiles at both of you.
Hey, can you take a time out, please?
Yeah, we're going to take a time out. I'm going to mute for a moment.
Cool.
Be right back.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Hi. I'm listening.
Yeah?
Oh, now we're on the timeout. Okay.
Oh, you want to get hooked in too? Okay. I did not move the microphone to another thing. I've just been sitting up to it. Has it improved it?
I mean, I can hear perfectly. Yeah, so I don't know. I did see that.
Yeah, I said it twice.
Move this over a little bit.
Okay.
So it's not quite. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm good.
Are we good?
Well, I want to get a drink.
Yeah,
because
that's
I'm
fine.
gonna have antibiotics again, and I want to drink as much as I can right now.
Mwah.
I love you.
Can you recharge me?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I am back after that small break. So, like I said, the guy gives a wicked smile and acknowledges that, yes, he can do something if he sees the gun. What gun did you leave her?
It is the. Hold on, let me check so I don't misspeak. It is the Cult America. I'm not going to mention the fact that I always leave all of my gear with the wireless off, so that people can't hack it.
Well, the Colt America is a perfect throwaway weapon that has no Wi-Fi stuff attached to it.
Oh, excellent.
So he can try to hack whatever he wants, but he cannot hack the bullet wounds.
Yeah, I really don't like the way this guy is smiling. I mean, is he like a older guy, younger guy?
Older guy.
Okay. I don't like the way he's smiling at me, nonetheless.
Nonetheless.
So I'm not gonna tell him that he's not gonna be able to hack it.
Yeah, he's just going to let him suffer.
Yep. I mean,
perfectly fine.
If Lucky gets shot, it's not my fault. I told him that there's a gun in the room.
That's right, you did.
You know, homeboy didn't hack it. That's not my fault.
You did. You saved her. You and Gears saved her. You've gone above and beyond the relationship you have with this man. So
yeah, and I made sure to drop Gears' name so that way he knows that it wasn't just me.
okay. I'm not alone in this. Gears helped too. If someone else is going to get punished, it's got to be Gears. He lives
Yours
at
helped me too.
He lives at 11494 East Grover Park Drive.
Yeah, I don't know if that warehouse has an address anymore. So it's oh.
Excellent. All right. So in good Jersey Princess style, getting out of the elevator, you can hear her. She yells from inside the apartment loud enough that you're probably 40, 50 feet down the hall, around a corner, and you can hear her yelling, and then something break. So, yeah, there's that.
Man. Well, there was no security deposit, so I don't have to worry about not getting that back.
That's where you're wrong, sir. The security deposit was paid by someone else some time ago, and it's all part of the whole kit and caboodle. So yeah. Trollface will be talking to you about this later.
Oh man, okay.
Why didn't she just use my warehouse as a safe house?
Because it was dirty and had fleas.
No, it didn't. I cleaned it up. I
Well,
don't know what Max is telling you.
the sound of breaking furniture or something glass-like. You remember there were glasses in the house, and maybe like a plant vase or something along those lines. You're gonna have to hear that smash and yelling. Or it kind of revolves around Lucky being a son of a bitch and a couple of other explicitives. The gentleman walking with you guys is playing around and looking at stuff, and he's doing stuff on his little cyber deck. You of course know it's not going to go anywhere. And Lucky reaches out, puts a hand on you, he moves forward, and he knocks on the door.
I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it for him.
Okay. You walk up and swipe your little comm link over it so that it unlocks.
Yeah.
All right, well, he is a smart man, so he will knock first. Let's see, will he knock first or just walk in? No, he wants to surprise her. He's just going to walk in. That's more Lucky style.
After he already knows that she had a gun.
Yeah,
Okay.
we already had the conversation. Lucky is very aware that she doesn't know how to use a gun, but Odysseus explained that he taught her how to turn the safety off. So
Okay.
the assumption is she hasn't figured it out.
One second.
He'll knock on the door. Honey bun, it's me, Lucky. And he begins to open the door. A 1/4 inch hole suddenly appears in the door, followed after a loud sound. And the plaster across the hallway also gets a hole too.
Wasn't the door a strong reinforced door? So
Was it?
yes.
Oh, then never mind. You hear the sound of something pinging off it. And she shoots the door. She shoots the wall near the door, which was reinforced as well. If I remember correctly, they reinforced beside the door because that would just be dumb. I have a reinforced door. Pop a hole next to it. So she begins opening fire, and Lucky pulls the door back because it's unlocked and he's being shot at, and cries out, "Sweet cakes, please, it's me, your husband." And she yells back explicitives about how she hates her fucking husband. And the guy is furiously pushing buttons, trying to figure out what to do next. Trying to do something. And how many bullets does the gun have?
It has 11.
All right. Well, at this point, you've counted up to 5. 6 and 7 come within the next barrage of insults.
Okay. And all that's all I'm doing is standing where I know there's like an armor plate between me and her shooting, and just counting the number of rounds. I'm trying not to laugh at the guy who's struggling to find the gun so he can shut it down.
Lucky will open the door and lean in and be like, "Please stop. Let's just talk about this." 9 and 10 follow quickly as he pulls the door back and he goes, "That was 11." And, he says, "I know what a cult sounds like. That was 11. And he opens the door and 11 goes off.
Oh.
She's got 2 dice because she's defaulting. No successes.
Oh.
He steps in. The bullet hole goes right next to his head. "Oh, that was 11, he says out loud.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can find something. Nope, not there. Brief intermission. Do you remember what we looked up to find the soppy names list? Was it a search for sexual innuendos? Or...
No.
Okay. Most hated pet names for women.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Oh. There we go. Perfect, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. I found what I was looking for. So, he opens the door after the 11th shot, and he says, "Oh, it's the 11th shot." He sits there and goes, "Sexy pants, listen, I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. I'm here. I can help you with your mom." And she yells back, "You couldn't even fragging get off alcohol or drugs or even have one woman in life. How are you going to help me with my mother?" And then he goes, "Angel pie, but I love you. You're my wife." She goes, "Don't you dare use that kind of language with me." And he calls her stuff from Ducky and baby girl, and she uses...
Has she started throwing her shoes yet?
Oh, yeah, shoes, furniture, books, things of semi-value in the apartment, flipping the coffee table for no reason. John, what does Odysseus want to do? She's trying at this point in time to figure out how to unload the clip. And Lucky has just walked over to her like it's not a big deal. She's trying to figure out the release button.
Do I see where the spare clip is?
It's now, because of the tossing of couch cushions and whatnot, it's laying on the floor about a good 4 feet away from the two lovebirds who are engaged in their New Jersey style mating ritual.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nonchalantly meander over and pick it up and slip it in one of my jacket pockets.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna get in the middle of it. It's not my mating ritual.
Right. He's trying to be soft and coy and try to calm her down with using loving names like Sweet Cheeks and Snookums, and she responds back with vile and 4-letter words and talks of mistresses, drug abuse, and alcohol. The sounds echo into the hallway. I'm pretty sure this is no longer a safe house.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna close the door.
Okay. She yells at you, "Why did you bring him here? You know I didn't want to see him." And he will respond with, "He's doing what's good for you because your mother is not someone you just want to... She's never going to give up." Do you want to jump in?
Yes, please.
No, that's a good answer.
No. John,
That's a good answer.
You should also think about ways in which you can make this situation even more awkward and worse. It's called escalation.
Yeah. I'll think on that while it continues.
Okay.
Yeah.
He will say the following phrase that just sets the death spiral of the conversation. He says, wow, we're not going to use that one. Pet names. We'll say, "Sugar Pie, after I heard that you died, I was so lost." And she will respond with, "So lost that you decided to take all your money and run to Florida? That's not very lost. From what I understand, you went down there chasing hookers and boozing up, gambling away all your money." And he will sit there and say, "No, it's not like that. You don't understand. I wasn't chasing after anybody." And of course, that's where she will respond with, "Oh yeah, you've already had your fill chasing all these other women. What was her name? The one I got killed? The one that I hired someone to kill?" And so he will "No, it's nothing like that."
He doesn't catch that.
Yeah. He's like, "No, what?" Yeah, no, yeah, he doesn't catch it. It's definitely oblivious. Man, it's going to take a long time to kind of cycle through the whole yes and no's. She drags up the past of his abuse of alcohol, drugs, other women, including the fact that he's been seeing a woman on the side for years now. That he's lied and said that it is a therapist, psychiatrist.
She might say she might not say
She would
that.
say therapist because,
therapist,
yeah,
yeah.
she's going to say therapist. She doesn't know the difference.
Exactly.
A therapist, and of course, Lucky spouts out, "Sonny is my therapist," and then points at the mook in the room and says, "You tell anybody, I'll find a 6-foot hole for you." And she goes,
Oh, wait. And then when Lucky says that to that guy, I'll give him a big shit-eating grin. Because I would probably be the one that he wanted to put him in the hole.
"Oh, nice. That's worth a temporary edge right there. That's good. Nice step in." She will attack him back by saying, "Oh, that's so important. You have a therapist, someone you can talk to. Right. Lucky, you don't need anyone to talk to. You need to talk to me and stop screwing that woman." And he will retaliate. You can see this is actually a sensitive spot. He goes, there's nothing like that between me and Sunny. She's a good friend. She's my therapist. You don't understand the things that go on in my head. I can't fight these feelings, and she's there for me to give me what I need so that I stay straight and run the family like it's supposed to. That's why I stuck with you, because she gave me the way to be able to stick with you. But it's hard. It's hard on me, and it's hard to get through this. And now that you're back, I can do it. I don't have to go out drinking every night. I can make it with you. I can survive a little bit better. Baby cakes, I need you in my life. And you can see the fire in her attitude starts to quell at that. Maybe it was baby cakes. Maybe it was something. And she will go, oh, Ducky, but you gotta stop fucking your therapist. I'm not. I swear on my mother's grave. I ain't never touched that. It's not like that. She needed me one time. I helped put her up. I needed her. She helped me. It's a mutual relationship of business only. And at this point, they're starting to have like a warming embrace. After yelling and screaming and throwing shit and shooting at each other, they're now close enough that it looks like they're about to start to kiss.
Good, because I didn't want to jump in the middle of it and get caught in some kind of crazy Jersey crossfire.
So, no, I'm just thinking for you. So at this point, Lucky has to say something that just triggers the fuck out of Jessica again, and then she talks about fucking Odysseus. It is gonna be so good. Yes, do it. Do it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. He just poured his heart out that he's got demons in his head. What No, I don't know how to segue into that.
I don't think it's important to.
Of course you don't. I'm just trying to.
So it could be that he finally realizes all the way back at the start of the conversation about her killing his mistress, and it finally clicks in his head.
All she has to say is, well, you know what? I don't need you. I got a man. And then go over and...
No!
Wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah, thanks, Gears.
All right, so they're at this intimate moment where they're very close, and he will say the line of...
Just to fit this in, Ekin is willing to spend karma for a slap.
A slap?
Yeah.
So as it looks like they're getting to a warm embrace, and she looks into his eyes and says, "Oh, Ducky, it doesn't matter. I got a new man." And at that point, Lucky will kind of like open his arms. She'll step back and then slap him. She's not very strong, but the slap is definitely felt. And then she stands there with a regal honor of a woman who has regained her stance and life in this argument. And then she's staring in the direction of Odysseus. And Lucky sits there and goes, no, he won't sit there. Lucky will look to her and then look to you, lost, like a puppy.
Let's see, how can I spin to that temporary edge?
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, oh gosh, let's see. Negotiations, no, that's not gonna work. Intimidate, I don't think that's gonna work. Gymnastics, no.
Con. If you want to lie, it's a con.
Maybe you can use that temporary edge to make that a temporary skill.
Yeah. No, I don't want to lie because I'm not a lying person in general.
So,
Uh,
what would be
I
the truth?
Well, the truth would be, sorry, it was just those 2 times. I ain't your man, girlfriend.
All right. How about
Yeah.
it was just those 2 times, but there are more important things in life to deal with than this. Your mother is dangerous, and we need all the allies we can get.
Yeah, change the subject.
Exactly. It's
Deflect.
deflection. You got to pull into the whole Hillary Clinton maneuver. Deflect to a different topic. Topic.
Subject, I like subject. That's a good word.
All right. I if you want to use what I said, go for it. If you want to use something else, but I'm definitely taking away that temporary edge.
Yeah, take it. As long as I don't get shot right now. Yeah. So I'll while there's the lull in the conversation, the mating ritual, and now the attention's diverted to me. I'll be like,
On who?
I think it's time for us to focus on the problem at hand, which is dealing with Jess's mother.
Jess is gonna be like,
That's the immediate threat here. That's the problem that we all have in common.
yeah.
I think we should focus our attentions on that.
I'm pretty sure Jess is not gonna do that.
She will saunter past the destroyed coffee table. It's not destroyed, it's just been flipped over. And she will stand next to you, looks toward Lucky, and says, "We can handle my mother without you."
No, we can't.
But
I'll say that immediately after.
Lucky will walk over and grab her by the hand. And I need another name. Hang on. The one that's just as derogatory as possible. Ooh, I like this one. He walks over and grabs her by the hand, goes, "Angel Pie, your mother is a terrible person. You can't do this alone." She pulls her hand back and says, "I'm not alone. I'm with Odysseus, and I have been with Odysseus." And she says, "been with Odysseus," in such an inflection.
I'm going to take a step away from Jess.
Okay.
To remove myself physically from. There's no connection here. I'm afraid you might have misconstrued what has happened. You're not with me, but I'm trying to help you solve this problem, and we need Lucky's help.
Lucky will look at the situation, and his eyes will bounce between the two of you. You can definitely see that the gears go click, 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 and they spin over, and he realizes, and he will look to Jess and say, "Listen, Pickle, I'm just going to lay it to you straight. Your mom's never going to give up. She's going to try until you're gone. Odysseus is right. Even if it was just me helping you, I would still need Odysseus's help. I would still need Sonny's help. We need professionals. I can't do this without him, and he can't do this without me." And at that point, Lucky will step next to you and look at you at a level man to man, and you can see he's got a very serious demeanor, and he says, "I need this man's help if I'm going to take on your mom. Okay, Ducky?" And she, at this point, she collapses. She realizes that she is not with one or the other. Her game that she's playing in her head isn't working, and it's going to fall apart very quickly because she realizes everyone's against her to help her, and she's like, and so she's like, "Okay, Puddin', And that's it. Lucky turns to look at you, and he says, I really appreciate everything you've done for me. And then out of nowhere, sucker punch to the mid-gut. Boom! That arm brace that he wears that allows him to pull the gun out is around his knuckles at all times, so it's a solid blow. And he goes, I'm sorry, you did fuck my wife, so you had that coming. At least 3 points of stun.
So, as I take the blow and he says that, and I'm kind of like crunched over a little bit, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder, like just acknowledging that I deserved it.
Okay.
I was thinking he was gonna follow it up with and then just like lay him out. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to lay Odysseus out. I think, the whole...
The one gut punch.
The one gut punch should be, he even pulled his punch. I just said 3 points of damage, and, I didn't actually push for more, because he has a strength of 6. The knuckles give another 2. I'm sure I could probably pull out at least 8 to 12 points of stun damage if I rolled really well, and, so it would be physical damage.
Oh my gosh, he's got a strength of 6?
He's got a strength of 6. He hits the gym, the booze, the drugs, but he doesn't hit women.
So, since I'm thinking of boosting my strength here in my off time, I'm just gonna join Lucky's gym.
Yeah.
It works for him, obviously.
Yep. His low stats are his logic. He has I think a 3 in it. Or 2. I think it's 2.
And willpower.
And his willpower. His willpower is a 2. Mages will cast spells on him before they're finished. He's like, yep, that worked on me. All right. The situation is going to dissolve. The room is trashed. Lucky's going to clean off a section of couch. Ask her to sit down. Start talking things out. We've entered into civil mode. What do you want to do?
I'm going to go to the kitchen. Or is there like an area that's like designated kind of bar area? Mm-hmm. I'm looking for some booze that I can pour into glasses.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm just going to pour a drink for everybody. Even Smiles McGee.
All right. Not a problem.
Yeah. And then I'll take the chair that's like not attached to where Lucky and Jess are sitting.
Okay. All right. The end results are Lucky is convincing Jessica to come with him to a place other than their old house, a safe house in which they can be secure and make their next move. And then he will hire some of the best people to figure out what to do about her mom.
Cool. I'm going to make sure that Sunny has my contact info so that he can get in touch with me because I want to be a part of taking down Jess's mom's job.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because now that I have confirmation she's connected to the Tong, I feel like that's just one more kind of in for me to hit them.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, within about 20 minutes of talking, you can now write Lucky's contact down on your sheet.
All right.
So I feel like that the number you have messaged is no longer in service. Yeah.
So you can go ahead.
For some reason, I have a contact on here called Luciano Alfredo, and I don't know who that is.
I do.
Okay.
That was at the Italian restaurant.
At the Italian restaurant.
Wasn't it?
I think that's probably where he got the Nick's contact, and he just named it that.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
So you think that's Nick? You just called him
could
out.
be.
Called him Alfredo.
Yeah, I might have.
For funsies.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of that and write Lucky Luciano.
Okay.
Okay.
Bam.
What stats should I put in there?
Dude, his loyalty to you is pretty sweet. It's probably like a 4.
Oh.
Are
And-
you sure it's a
Yeah, hang on, let me finish. It's like a 4, but we're going to attach to that 4 at least 2 favors. So you can call in 2 favors from Lucky. And favors generally don't have like a...
Lucky can call in 2 favors from him?
Huh? No, he can call favors from Lucky.
Even though he
Like-
fucked his wife?
Well, we'll say 1, that's true. Yeah, 1 favor. It would have been 3, but you fucked his wife twice. So you get 1.
Oh.
Probably like a loyalty of 4, and his connectivity is definitely a 5, but he counts as 2 things: a fixer and a mafia boss.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. He also counts as a gun runner
Yep.
and a drug smuggler.
Yeah.
We can't forget those other 2: drug running, gun smuggling, mafia boss, fixer.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put down Mafia Box and Fixer, and yeah, because my boxes have limited space.
All right, fair enough.
Oh.
But you know you
All
can
right.
you can get guns from him.
Yeah. Well, obviously I got Olga from him.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Lucky's gonna take Jess off my hands.
Yes.
Good, because this was, while it wasn't unaffordable, it was an expensive safe house for my low income.
All right.
And so, how do I cancel my need for the safe house? Do I just turn the keys back in?
That wasn't discussed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. You need to get a hold of Sonny.
All right. Well, yeah. So I'll give Sunny a call after Sunny takes Jess and
Sonny isn't
take me
taking-
outta here.
Sonny isn't taking Jess anywhere.
What?
Sonny isn't taking Jess anywhere. That's the second time you called Lucky Sonny.
Oh gosh, Lucky. Sorry. What do you mean Sunny's not taking Jess? Yeah, Sunny should never meet Jess, is what I mean to say.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, just to kind of see how everything ends up, I rolled to kind of get an idea how the encounter comes to an end. And on the way out, Jessica will blow you a kiss.
Oh no.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. It doesn't end here, man. All right. So you call Sonny?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
It rings a couple times.
okay.
And he goes, "We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you've reached this recording in error, please check the number and try to call again."
I'm gonna check the number and try again.
Couple rings. "We're sorry. You have reached a number that is disconnected or no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try calling again."
See, Alan and Zoe got a thank you at the end of theirs.
I didn't see. I couldn't find the message, so I couldn't record it.
No, it's okay. That's funny. Oh man, because I mean, I always get called last, so I don't expect a thank you.
Irony. All right, so
Frack. Okay. So that's the only contact info that I have for her is her comm number, right? I don't have like
her
like
office or
her,
anything. Yeah.
yeah, her face space account or anything like that. Me book, whatever it is.
Me feed.
Me feed. That's what it is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to the dry cleaner that I got the key from.
Okay. Not a problem. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. You're there.
All right. Is it the same guy?
Yep.
All right. I'll walk back up. I'll walk up to him and I'll put what was it, like a key card or something? Yeah, I'll put that on the countertop and slide it over to him.
He looks at you and says, Trollface?
That's correct.
Shakes his head, rolls his eyes.
Yeah, I won't be needing the safe house anymore. Or I won't be needing this space anymore. That's what I'll say.
Just go on and cancel it.
I'll lean in and to kind of lower my voice. How do I cancel it?
Go on to app and cancel it. Log in under your user, information, and cancel it.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. So,
Sir, could you please step to one side? I have customers to deal with.
yeah, okay. I'll grab the key card up like annoyedly and just leave.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like stand next to my bike in the parking lot, and try and figure this out in my head. So I know that I've met Trollface,
Yes.
but do I know that was Trollface?
Yeah. Yeah, when you were there with Lund in that Loblaws, Lund even called him Trollface.
Okay.
So,
Okay, good.
unless you have the same logic score as Lucky, which I don't think you do, you're going to be able to put two together.
Okay. Now, Trollface gave me the information for Rhonda Phillips, the Armani tailor.
Yeah. So.
But was
he sent
Trollface's
a
contact
text
info anywhere?
from an unknown number with the information? So he'll probably have like his normal phone number. That's gonna go to the disconnect message, and if he texts the other number or calls the other number, it'll be like, leave a message. You know, that's it.
To the one where the text about
Yeah.
the... Please repeat.
So Trollface gave me the contact info for his Armani tailor.
Yes.
But
Through a text message.
Well, actually, you think it was Trollface
I-
because it was an unknown number, so it did not have a thing attached to it.
But you did receive a text message from an unknown number about an Armani tailor, and there was a troll named Trollface wearing an Armani suit that you asked about that information, and he...
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
take it as you want.
I'm gonna call that number.
Well, no, it's not. He's calling that number, not his normal contact number.
Was that to one of his other phones?
Yeah, that was his because he.
That's one of his Metalinks.
Mm-hmm.
So would he answer it?
No, that's what I'm saying. He just goes to voicemail, leave a message. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It rings several times and you hear, leave a message.
Okay. So I'll say, hopefully, this is Trollface. If it is, call this number back. I have a very important question about canceling a space that has been reserved for me. and I'll leave my number or
Did you
whatever.
ever tell him you did that, Terrence? You told Terrence you did that, right?
I don't know if it ever came up.
We'll have to deal with that.
Yeah.
How many months do you think John should have to pay for it?
Well, he's only put forth one, and so he didn't put up for another one, so they'll probably just
pull it?
Yeah, they'll probably just pull it, but he can think that it's going to be happening for a long time.
Okay.
Because that would be hilarious.
All right. Okay, you leave your message. We had to discuss exactly whether or not how that was going to work out.
Sure. I mean, in the end, my information's not linked to that room.
No.
So I've done everything I can. My hands are clean.
Right. It's just linked to an account that's associated with your fake ID, right?
Oh.
I mean, you had to pay for it. So right now it has a bank account information linked to it. And that means whenever the next month's rent comes up, it's just going to auto pull.
No, I don't want that.
Sorry, dude. I mean, you got to get a hold of the big guy.
Okay. Or I can file a fraudulent charge claim with the bank.
Bam.
Nice.
I'll save that for when the next charge comes out, though. Because then I'll be like, there's these 2 charges. I don't know what they're for. You know, this isn't... I don't need any room. I already have one.
Remember that, because the
Why would I want to be near Fort Lewis
there's going to be a
anyways?
police investigation, damage department, fraudulent charges. This looks like a scam. Oh, this is going to be good. That'll be for later. All right. So as far as you're concerned, you've washed your hands of the situation. You walk away. You're going to file some fraudulent charges so that this is no longer your problem.
Yep.
We have to go deal with Miss Kong. Wasn't her name Miss Kong?
Yes. Yi Kong.
Yi Kong.
So yeah, so whenever Friday happens, I'm gonna head to Howl at the Moon.
Ooh, ooh, Howl at the Moon.
I'm gonna take lots of cash. And my Predator 5. And some pictures of a guy named Paulie.
Okay.
Or whose name might possibly be Paulie. And so here's my plan. I want to get there, like, kind of stupid early to be spending a Friday night out at a club. But just so I can get a good spot with a vantage point on the door so that I can see everybody who comes in.
Okay. Can do. Okay, I'm almost done.
I'm going to step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. What's up, Jay?
What's up?
Not much. Just enjoying the game. Figured while John has stepped away, I'd just say hello. Let the listeners know that we're all still here.
Yep.
We also had a player listening in, just in case Gears needed to make a show.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back. Let's see. hit the microphone. Apologize about that.
Max is over there headbanging.
Yep. That's good. All right. You arrive at Howl the Moon early. Find yourself a good place. Oh, is GM Cat joining me?
Yeah.
Come on over here. GM Cat is here to join us. Yeah. Do you have
Does she
something?
have her own chair now?
Yes.
Oh, man.
It was the chair the plant sat on while Jay was down visiting. We pulled it out so we could use it, stuff like that. And she's taken to it. She will complain if anyone sits in it other than her.
I'm going to remember that for my next visit down there. I'm going to sit in that chair the whole time.
Oh, damn. I'm not going to tell her it's going to happen. All right. Polly shows up around 11-ish. So you said you're early.
Yep.
What's early?
Probably 9:30.
So you're there for at least an hour and a half.
Yep.
How much drinking do you do?
Enough to not look like enough to not attract attention, I guess. So like I'll baby drinks. So maybe like one drink every 45 minutes or so.
Okay. Do you get up? Do
So
you dance, or do you stay in one spot?
No, I stay in one spot just so I don't lose my vantage point.
Awesome. I need one more dice.
Yeah. So I guess if anybody's really paying attention, I might be a little bit creepy because I'm not doing any of the social things that you do when you go out on a Friday night.
I rolled bad for an encounter. This is good, because what we're going to do is while you're hanging out watching things, your phone goes off. Beep, beep. Letting you know that Odysseus has received a message. Taking a look at it, it's from Hans.
Okay. What's the message say?
I found you a friend. Someone who knows something about creepy, weird stuff.
Oh man.
We'll say this comes in about 10 o'clock, 10:15 or so.
Okay, so before.
Yeah,
okay.
before he showed up.
I'll Is it loud yet?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
I'll message him. Sorry.
We'll say that he called, but you didn't hear the phone go off, but you felt the text message because it buzzed. You know, so it's like, oh shit, I missed a call from Hans. Oh, he texted me. Oh, yeah. So it's like that loud.
Okay. Oh, did I get like a hand stamp or anything so I can step outside and come back in without paying the cover?
Yes. It's a silvery-looking moon stamped on your hand.
Okay. So I'll step outside and I'll just give Hans a call.
Alrighty then. You step out on one of the open-air balconies, and you can see Polly in the line about this time.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Okay.
how long it takes to get in this place. I mean, you're going to be sitting there on the phone before you realize, I'll kind of cue you in and say, at this point is where you see Polly. So
Okay.
you call Hans.
Yep.
He doesn't call you Odysseus on the phone, does he?
No.
Okay.
It would be
Um,
what's my fake real name? Joseph. Because nobody knows my real name.
ring, ring. You pick up. Or ring, ring. He picks up. Joseph?
Hey Hans, I got your message. Sorry I missed your call.
Yeah. I had some really good breakthroughs. I had a chance to get in contact with a friend through several other friends. She's a mage who goes to the Seattle University. She also does some research into paranormal critters. I was able to find some stuff out on her. I sent her an email, and I got a very quick response back. I thought you might like it. She also talked about it having an opportunity to meet up, because I said that my interests were in ghouls and werewolves and whatnot. She seemed very talkative. I said I could pay for the opportunity for her to come down and talk so that her time is not wasted. And she responded very quickly for that opportunity.
Okay. And so I can see my quarry basically.
Yeah, at this point you're standing there out on the balcony, looking down, and you're scanning the line, and you see him creepily standing by himself. He's got a trench coat on. He's wearing sunglasses. He looks all gnarly, and people are standing nearby. And like he will hover up behind a group of women and get really close to like one of them, and then they'll see him and back away from him. So I mean, he's creeping even while in the line.
Okay. So I'll say a Hans. If she can meet me at Howl at the Moon. What side of town is Howl at the Moon on? Out of character. Is it in Tacoma or downtown?
Yes, Tacoma.
Tacoma. Okay. So yeah, if she can meet me at Howl at the Moon in Tacoma as soon as possible tonight, I'll make sure she gets double whatever you offered her.
He goes, okay, yeah, I will let her know. Her name is Miss Council. You can look her up at the university. She's one of the teaching professors. If not, I can send you a pic. I got one right here. I downloaded it. I will send the message, and yeah, sure. Because she wanted to meet tonight.
Excellent. Yeah, shoot the picture over to me. And I'm already here.
Okay.
Whenever she gets here, I'll give her my info.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. As give me a second to get all that stuff. You look back toward the line, and the line's moved a little bit, and you don't see Polly at this point.
Okay. Do I see any wolves running around?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I had to ask.
No, it's fine. I mean, you're on the notion that this guy is some weird, crazy, magical monster that turns into a wolfman thing.
No.
Did you pack your silver bullets?
No, I don't have. I haven't had a chance to go to a bullet maker to get silver ones.
Can you imagine how much that shit's gonna cost?
I don't want to yet.
Yeah. Right now you're paying, what, 20 yen a bullet?
Yeah, some ridiculous thing for ADPS, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So what if they're like silver and armor piercing? It's like 1,000 yen per bullet.
Pull bullet, yeah. That's the kind of where you just got to get right up next to him, pull the trigger, because you're just like, God.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not spending 10 grand on this guy.
Yeah. All right. He'll get off the phone. He's done. Polly is no longer in sight. Your phone receives a message. The image is of an incredibly attractive elf woman. So it won't be hard when she shows up. She'll probably stand out of the crowd.
Okay. Well, I'll head immediately back to my vantage point so that I can see if Polly comes in, and see when what was her name, Miss
Council.
Miss
Council.
Okay. Paranormal critter expert.
Yep.
All right. Man, I don't know, gotten like an adrenaline rush from seeing Paulie in the line. And I really hope that I just missed him somehow.
Well,
And
in
that
the
he's still on his way in.
yeah, there's a good possibility. There's a decent amount of gauntlet ahead of time that after you get in and you pay to get your stamp, and then you put your coat into the coat room. There's no coats allowed. So yeah, you move back to your spot. To your luck, as you're getting into position, people have taken your table, but you're able to find. People have taken your table, but you're able to find another location to watch the entrance. Polly comes in. This man exemplifies Perv. As you see that he is wearing a shirt that makes his not so Adonis-like body look like a naked woman. Do you see what I'm saying, or do I need a better description?
I might need a better description. No, wait, before you do get better description, is it like that one piece bathing suit that looks like a hairy dude body that girls are getting now?
Yes,
But the
except
opposite?
but it's the opposite. It's a T-shirt that looks like a pair of boobs, woman's
Okay.
boobs. And he's the body to match having boobs, and so he definitely sets off in the crowd and has no pretense about how he acts. He immediately moves into the crowd. Being a gentleman, being a guy in his 40-ish year of life, slightly balding, greasy hair, frayed, he moves into a crowd of younger ladies in their 20s who are out into the dance floor and immediately approaches two ladies who are dancing with each other and immediately begins gyrating along with them, which creeps them out and makes them move away. You can see this is his thing. He's getting out of the dance floor and he's getting weird.
Okay, so while I'm watching him, I want to try and make a mental note of anyone he actually talks to. Like not just people that he dances with that immediately move away from him because they're creeped out, but anyone that he like tries to initiate conversation with.
All right, great. Perception and what is it? Intuition? Yeah, perception, intuition. You'll lose 2 dice due to laser light show, fog, smoke, because there's you'll lose 1 dice. We'll say 1 dice due to the atmosphere of the club.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Only 2 successes.
You witness a couple of interesting things. First of all, as he danced through this dance floor, there's a lot of lovely ladies that he seems to press himself up against. And of all that he's harassing, only one of them he takes a picture of. He whips out his phone without asking or anything, just kind of gets in the position where he can get a picture of her and takes a picture of her. And then he moves off to one side of the dance floor and begins messing with his phone quite a bit. Then he goes back on the dance floor, resumes his technique of whatever you want to call it, perversion. And probably about 20 minutes after that, a Korean-looking gentleman walks onto the dance floor, doesn't dance out on the dance floor. He walks out on the dance floor over to Paulie and leans up and talks to him.
Okay. They're a good distance away from me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I would like to pull out my comm, open up the picture app, whatever, get it prepared.
Uh-huh.
And with my empty drink glass, leave from where I am and kind of make a path to the bar that takes me past those two so that I can surreptitiously snap a picture of the guy who's talking to Polly.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure my flash is off too.
Darn. Because I was about to...
And I'm going to make sure that it doesn't make that annoying clicky sound that camera apps make when you take a picture.
Well, it's a really loud place. I mean...
I know,
who's
but
gonna...
I just hate that sound.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to make you since you're like prepping all this crap, you're going to make an initiative roll. And I'm going to roll initiative. If you roll higher than me, you're able to get all this stuff done and still take the picture. But if I roll higher, they've separated and one will disappear into the crowd.
Okay.
I'm going to roll 2d6. I'm going to add 6. I have a 17.
It's 12, 16, 17, 18.
18! With lightning speed, faster than Alan Parsons could even comprehend, you turn off all the functions to your phone and take a quick pic of the nefarious duo.
All right, and then so I'll when I get to the bar, I'll order another drink, and I'll kind of like lean on the bar and turn around so I can keep the two of them in my vision if they're still together. If they're not, I kind of want to see where the second guy is going off to or what he's doing.
Do you speak Mandarin?
I do not.
Darn.
Yeah.
He's got Chinese characters on his neck.
Did I catch them in the picture?
Yes.
Excellent. That's what matters.
So you're going to Google Translate them?
Yes.
Comes up with the number 49.
Okay. Does that have any particular significance to me?
What knowledges do you have?
I've got street knowledge with a specialization in the Tong.
Ooh, roll that. Plus your logic.
Okay. With the bonus?
Yes.
Excellent.
Can you at least buy one success? Maybe two?
I can buy one, but I think that if I roll, I can get two. If a one's not good enough. I'm just gonna roll.
Okay.
I made the decision. Ooh, sorry. I forgot to put a 0 in there. There we go, 2 successes!
The 49 represents that he is an initiated member of the Tong.
Oh, I hate the tone.
1 second. Oh, that felt good. That so felt good. I'm trying not to scratch my face.
Okay.
Now what?
So while I'm at the bar getting my second drink, does guy number 2 leave to go anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Where does he go?
To the bathroom.
I'm gonna take my drink to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to see if he does anything in the bathroom other than relieve himself. But of course I'm not. Yeah, so I'll just leave it at that until we get into the bathroom.
You walk in. He walks into the bathroom too. He doesn't have a drink. Goes over to the urinal. Starts fucking with his phone. Do you want to use the urinal next to him?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll use the urinal next to him.
You see he's looking at a picture of the girl most likely taken by Polly.
Okay. So, can I make a sneaking roll to see what else he's doing with his phone while he's at the urinal without him thinking that I'm looking at what he's doing with his urinal?
1 second. GM Cat has something to say.
Yep.
Your ass stinks.
No, go away. No. Go away.
Her suggestion, what was supposed to happen next, wasn't conducive to a good story.
Yeah, I saw she got tossed.
Yeah, we tried to keep this as rated R as possible, so
Yeah.
it was a little bit beyond R. Bad cat. Anyways, you're gonna try to sneak to look what he's doing on his phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that a man, what do I add to my sneaking for that?
Intuition.
Intuition, okay. I was gonna say it wouldn't be agility.
No.
It's okay, it's almost as good. 9. Are there any penalties?
Nope.
Okay. 5 successes.
It's an amazing amount of information. It's all in Mandarin or Cantonese. You're not really sure which. But you can definitely see that he's texting between him and Polly and someone else, a third person. And
Okay.
the third person doesn't write in Cantonese.
Ooh, what's the third person write in?
English.
And what are they saying?
Pick her up.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait until I'm just gonna call him guy number 2. Is done at the urinal and hopefully washes his hands and leaves before I leave also.
Okay. Done. You're not a problem. I don't know. Let's see. Does he wash his hands? I know Polly wouldn't wash his hands. Yeah, this guy washes his hands and leaves the bathroom.
Okay. Excellent. Well, yeah, so I'll head out and so now I need to kind of separate my attentions between Polly and watching out for Miss Council.
Yep.
Oh man. Or unless it's guy number 2 who was supposed to pick up the girl and not Polly who's picking up the girl. Or am I worried about this girl? Man. Sorry, I'm trying to sort out in my mind how much Odysseus would be concerned for this individual stranger's safety, as opposed to making sure he's at Hal at the Moon when Miss Council gets there to get the information that he needs. So, if she gets picked up before Miss Council gets there, is he gonna care? You know what? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep watching Polly, and wait for Miss Council to message.
All right. Time continues to roll on. Go ahead and make a perception check. This is your perception and intuition.
Okay. With the -1 still.
Yeah, the environment.
I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 success. Oh man.
You're able to keep an eye on Polly. You're able to see when the text message comes through. But man number 2 and girl have disappeared.
Okay, well, I mean, that's... Can't do anything about that.
Text message comes through from not from this Miss Council, but from Hans saying she should be there. I just got a message saying she's arrived and she's not going to stand in line.
So she's in the area, but she's not gonna stand in line to come in.
To get exactly, because it's still a long line to get in.
Okay, so I'm going to head to the front door.
Uh-huh.
There's a bouncer, right? Like
Yes.
somebody who's taking the money to let people in and stuff.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's 100 to get in, correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to get the bouncer's attention. I'm gonna have, oh man. So I'll just go ahead and have 200 new yen in cash in my palm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get the bouncer's attention and say something like, I'll be right back with a guest.
Sure. You can say that.
Okay, and I'll palm the cash over.
Make a negotiations plus charisma roll. Gain 2 extra dice.
Okay, it's negotiations. It's 3-5. Okay. 3 successes.
Awesome. All right. The guy gives you the knowing nod as you head outside.
Okay. So then I'll look for Miss Council.
Sheets of rain come down on the street, so you walk along the covered sidewalk until you find what looks to be the epitome of sexy elven librarian standing amongst the crowd. She is much older than the average of the crowd, and also probably the only elf you can see around here. She stands out. People are like hanging out around her and giving her, either room or kind of checking her out. And she's standing there underneath an umbrella, and she's currently on her comlink pressing away.
Okay. I'll just walk right up to her, and I'll say, Miss Council.
She raises an eyebrow and looks down at you and says, "You're Odysseus?"
Yes.
I was expecting someone in more Mediterranean garb. And she smiles.
I'll just smile at it, and I'll be like, if you'd like to come with me, we can go right inside.
She doesn't say anything, but she will follow. Yeah. She's taller than you, by the way. But how tall is your character? She might be taller than you.
Yeah, I'm only average height, so 5'10".
And she's in heels, so she's taller than you.
Okay. That's okay. I'm not intimidated by tall women.
Okay. As you guys cut through the crowd, you can definitely see people are giving you guys looks. As you press your way to the front of the line, heading back up, the bouncer will see you as you come walking up. Do you show him like the wristband or anything like that, or just walk past him? How do you do that?
Man. Yeah, I'll show, the stamp, wristband, whatever it was, and like nod to him.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll hold her hand out for a stamp.
Okay.
Or I'll gesture her hand out for a stamp. I don't know how I would do that. I don't know if it's appropriate to touch this woman yet. So.
All right, so you're like making a gesture toward her hand to get stamped.
Oh yes, I will gesture to her to hold her hand out so she can get a stamp.
All right.
That's what I'll do.
The bouncer will stamp her wrist and let you guys in. People in the line are going, "Who's she? Why is she getting the cut line?" Some dude's like, "This is unfair. I'm wearing the same outfit. Why does she get to cut?"
I mean, You know, some people are just better sexy librarians.
Okay. As you enter into the incredibly noisy Howl at the Moon, she acts reserved and leans in and says in a loud voice, Why are we here? Why did you want to meet here? You know?
I'll get to that here in a minute. Would you like anything to drink?
She shakes her head. No.
No? Okay, so I'll try and find another open booth. And also try and get eye contact on Polly again.
Not a problem. Not hard to find Polly. He's now shirtless and on the dance floor.
Oh. Okay.
Undulating his way around and trying to find unattentive young women to sneak up on. You are able to find a half-used booth that only is about 4 people in it, and it can hold 12. It's one of the very large round tables.
Oh man, and that's like the least populated one.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, so I guess I'll let her go in the booth, and then I'll sit immediately next to her, so that we can be as close as possible to talk without people overhearing us, even though it's really loud. Yeah, I'm just being precautious.
Okay.
So yeah, Hans told me that you are an expert of sorts in paranormal creatures.
She strains to listen through the music. Yes, I am. I teach it at the college.
What can you tell me about werewolves? And I'm like leaning in really close and talking loud.
I'm more than willing to help. I was told I would get paid for this, but I still want to know why we're doing this here, talking about lycanthropes at Howl at the Moon. As you're staring for a moment, she goes, Are you mentally okay?
Yeah. We're here because I'm currently... And I'm trying to search for the right word. I don't want to say hunting one, but I am hunting one. Man, what would I want to say? Yeah, we're here because I'm currently following an individual who I believe is, and I'll use her word, a lycanthrope.
This gets her attention. You think you found somebody who has the disease?
If it is a disease, all I know is that there's a slew of missing persons, and they seem to all be abducted by some kind of an animal.
If this person is contracted what at this time in the community is considered a disease, they need help, professional help. And this would not be the best place for them. Most those who have contracted some form of lycanthropy have a tendency to be afraid and fearful of loud noises and flashing lights, almost like an epileptic reaction to them. Can send them into a feverish frenzy and a rage. That's why I'm curious of why we're here. Were you feeling that maybe it is you who has contracted lycanthropy?
No, I'm not asking for a friend here. And so, oh man. I didn't know that I was going to be meeting her tonight when I came here. So, I probably would not have brought the big file of stuff that the detective gave me. I would have just brought a picture to refresh my mind of what the guy looked like so I could see him better.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I'm. Is that like a certainty that they would be, um, adversely affected by loud noise and flashing lights, or is that a possible symptom?
At this point, we would refer to it as a possible symptom because not all have expressed it or shown that condition, but it's consistently, what she says, it happens a lot. It's a lot of them happen as far as the studies that she's done.
Okay. Well, uh, since this individual is a suspected, um, criminal, uh, and considered to be dangerous, do lycanthropes, do they have, like, immunities or, uh, um, man, what's the opposite of an immunity?
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability to any specific elements or.
What you're speaking of is somebody who has a mental as well as physical disability who is currently suffering through a form of MHIVV virus that is causing them to mentally become more animalistic and physically go through some altering changes that is not a very comfortable situation for the individual. It is not some Bram Stoker movie monster. And she seems disgusted at the way you're approaching it. Vulnerabilities. You're speaking of the old mythology of silver bullets. These people need medication, not silver bullets. I was told I was going to get paid for this.
All right. Did Hans mention how much? And this is out of character. Did Hans mention to me how much she expected to be paid?
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I said she would get double for meeting me tonight at Howl the Moon.
No. That's doubled. That is doubled. So it's $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
she came out of here for a whole grand, man. That's a lot of money to come up and put up with a lot of noise. And if you're going to pay, she doesn't know you're paying her twice, most likely, because Hans said
okay.
I told her 1,000. I mean, John, think about it. Somebody calls you up, hey man, come to this place. This guy will pay you $1,000. He wants to ask you about growing a beard. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Stop shaving.
Exactly. So she came out here for what she thought would be some easy money. She will produce a piece of paper that has her name and a card on it, number on it, email and stuff. And she says, this is a terrible place to talk. I think we're done here. I'd like to get paid. If you have any better questions or have any more questions for me, here's a way that you can reach me.
Okay. Well, so I'll go ahead. Man, I gotta. So out of character, if I wasn't gonna pay her in cash, how easy is it to pay somebody in, like, New Yens credit-wise?
You tap
Super
phone.
easy.
You tap phone to phone. Most phones come with that app.
Okay. So yeah, so I will just I'll pull out my comm and pull up the app and I'll go ahead and put the $2,000 on there.
Okay.
Since Hans said he promised her one, and I told her I said I'd double it, and I'll push it over to her.
She smiles. Thank you. Please, this person is sick and they need help. This is my job. I help people who have sicknesses, and it's not a game. And as you let her out, she'll stand up, shake your hand. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Odysseus, and she'll leave.
All right. I'm not convinced. I mean, I'm not convinced that I should care more about it being a disease than I am about the 5,000 that I'll get for turning them in. Alive, I think. unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
O'Halloran said.
Yeah.
He did give you his contact information, right?
Yes. Yeah. And I gave him mine because he has to invite me to his daughter or granddaughter's, whichever one it was, ballet recital.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
All right. At this point in time, she's left, and it looks like Polly is getting his clothes back on to head out himself.
Okay. So before excuse me, before I follow him out, I want to make one last perception to see if I see either the girl that they were tagging or guy number 2
Go for it.
anywhere in the room.
Go for it.
1 success.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then I'll head to the front and get my coat.
Okay. You're not more than a few meters behind Polly as he's leaving. High fives the bouncer, who high fives him abjectly. Is like, Yeah. Walks by the line of people still trying to get in, grabs a few asses. Yeah, he's a very brash individual.
Okay.
Heads out into the rainy streets.
All right. So I want to follow him indiscreetly.
All right.
Is that going to be a sneaking and agility?
Yes.
Or intuition?
This is a crowded street, so it's agility and sneaking.
Okay. Are there any bonuses or negatives?
+1 from crowd, +1 from rain.
All right. 5 successes.
All right. You're able to tail him pretty good. He doesn't go too far before he ends up at a bus station. And then begins digging through. He takes the top off of one of those. No. He wouldn't go to the bus station first. Yeah, no. He goes to a bus station, but then immediately veers into a nearby alleyway.
Okay. And I assume because it's an alleyway, it's not full of people.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to hang around the corner of the alleyway and listen. Oh man, there's going to be a lot of noise. I'm not going to hear much. You know what? Is there a man? Oh, like near the corner of the alleyway, is there like an awning that I can stand under and pretend to smoke a cigarette and kind of peer around the alleyway
Sure.
to see what's going on?
Yeah. I'll take that as part of your 5 successes there.
Okay.
You watch him go into the alleyway. As he's walking, he kind of stumbles for a minute or two, stops and holds himself up at a dumpster, and tries to adjust himself, gain his bearing and whatnot. You see he struggles for a moment or two, and he produces a medicine bottle and begins popping some pills. After popping the pills, he's holding on to the edge of the medicine. Sorry, not the medicine bottle. He's holding on to the edge of the dumpster. He begins growling. He's just like making growling sounds and snorting. And then he rips open his shirt, the booby shirt, and leans his head back and begins howling at the moon. Like an animal or a monster sound comes out of him that is very unnatural sounding.
Oh man.
And let's see. I'll make a perception now. He's like looking around. You can see his hands are trembling, like he's maybe going through some sort of traumatic event or maybe like a episode. And he looks back at the crowded streets and he like growls, yips, and starts hauling ass down the alleyway.
Like away from me?
Away from people.
Shit. Is it like a long alleyway or is it relatively short so he can like get to another street and leave?
Long. Yeah, he just did a hit of Nova Coke and Kamikaze at the same time.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start following him. I don't want to let him get too far away, so that I can't see what his next move is. But I don't want to get so close that I'm obvious, like he's gonna see me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move carefully, but quickly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I don't want to like stumble on any garbage or bottles and make a noise.
So you're going to stealth after him. But
Yes.
you're going to do it in a way in which you're hidden. We'll say that's still part of your 5 stealth. And so you begin dashing down the alleyway, moving behind dumpsters, hiding behind bags as best as you can. And he is not paying attention. Like a wild man, he runs down the alleyway, and near the 3/4 marker for this alleyway, he stops and he's grabbing a hold of his hair and he's screaming in pain. And then he looks up, and dude, you feel like this is something pretty phenomenal because it's a full moon comes out for just a moment amongst the clouds and rain, and he sees it, and he freaks out, runs over and grabs a hold of a fire escape, pulls it down, and starts climbing up the fire escape.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I gotta keep tailing him because I want to see where he goes.
Okay.
I know that he's kind of like going crazy. Is he actually turning into a wolf now, or does he still look human?
3/4 of this long alleyway down away from you. I'm gonna say that's a perception check. Rain's
Okay.
gonna minus a 1 from it, and
Okay. 3 successes.
no, you can't tell. I mean, he's disabled his hair. He's ripped open his shirt. You don't see like hair on the back of his hands or claws or teeth or anything. It's like he's losing his damn mind.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep following him.
All right. He's climbing the fire escape. Honestly, here's
yeah.
something to notice. He is climbing for his body size and type. He is climbing faster than he should be. Instead of like, he's like leaps and bounds climbing up this thing. His physical strength has definitely increased, and his reaction speed. As he moves to one of the balconies, instead of climbing the ladder, he jumps to the railing and pulls himself up. And he's a man in his 200 pluses easily, with a gut and flabby muscle-looking arms, and he just hoisted himself up. So physically, he's growing stronger faster.
Yeah. Okay. Does it? So he's going up a fire escape. Is there? How wide is the alleyway?
Big enough for a dump truck to go down it and pick up dumpsters. So
Okay.
at least a car plus.
Okay. So it's like 10, 15 feet wide.
We'll definitely say 12 at least.
12. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll go up the fire escape after him.
Once again, it resorts to climbing. You just recently increased your strength score, didn't you?
I did.
Awesome. So this should be much easier for you. I forgot how to climb, so I'm looking the skill up right now.
I mean, I didn't bring my my Batman grapple gun, so
Well, I tell you what, we can motivate you. I'll put a ghoul in the alleyway with you. Will that help you climb faster?
I hope so.
So it's climb faster to catch up to the werewolf, or stay in the alleyway and deal with the ghoul.
Yeah, definitely. I'm tired of ghouls, man.
It's a gymnastic skill test. It's gymnastic plus strength, physical test. Physical is your limit. And
Now, if I'm trying to do it stealthily, do I just take negative dice for that?
No, you're still going to need to make a stealth roll, but it's going to be harder. You're going to lose dice to your stealth because it's climbing up a metal fire escape. But he's also making a lot of noise, so it's pretty much going to equal itself out.
Okay. So, strength and gymnastics. There we go. 5 successes.
That's every hit is a meter, so that's a 5-meter lead. That's 15 feet. That's you scoring 2 stories very quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and, since we're talking, he has at least, and you need to do your stealth roll for that, and I will look up his stats and get an idea of how far his strength and gymnastics. 2 x plus 3.
No, so I'll let you finish your math before I ask the question.
Go for it. I'm done with my math.
So I've got 10 dice. Do I add 1 for the rain again?
Yeah, we'll do that.
And then do I lose any for the metal stairs?
No, because the amount of noise he's making, you would gain dice for stealth and then lose dice for stealth for the noise you're making.
Okay. Well, there I go. I got 4 successes for my stealth.
Excellent. All right, so you are physically more apt than this guy is, but for a guy who is out of shape, he's able to score equal to you within his first round of climbing the building. And then the second round, he scores another floor. And then in this most recent round, he finishes up getting to the roof, only being 3 stories high. You, with your increased training and abilities, score the first 2 floors without a problem. He's on the roof, so stealth really is an issue at this point in time. 1 more roll, and you should be on the roof. What do you want to do? Because you're on about the 2nd floor of the fire escape.
So I want to get to the top, but I don't want to just like pop up like, oh, here I am. I definitely, when I'm approaching the top of the fire escape, I definitely want to slow down so that I can kind of like peer over the top and see what he's doing before I actually get on the roof.
All right, not a problem. 4 successes plus your climb. You only need another 3 successes. You will get to the edge of the roof. Watch him as he's in the rain on the roof. He is like a madman screaming at the moon. He hasn't gone too far from the edge. He's just on this roof. There's some clotheslines, access into the building. You can see him. Hair's matted and stuck to him, and he's just screaming at the moon.
Oh, man. Gosh, and this is one of those times where you're like, why didn't you bring any rope? Oh.
Well, you could always shoot him with a stick and shock. That's the best kind of rope there is.
Yeah. So, yeah. And that's typically what I have in my pistol anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So... Oh... Yeah. How far from the fire escape has he moved onto the roof?
6 meters.
Okay. Yes, thank you, sir. So I will draw my pistol and carefully aim a shot at him.
All right. Are you doing like a called shot for something? So that you get bonus damage?
Yeah, I'll Ooh. A called shot for the head is -4 dice, right?
Yep, +2 to damage. You can take aim, which aiming adds a dice to your dice pool modifier or a +1 to your accuracy for attack. And let's see. Let's see, it says the maximum bonus a character may gain from subsequent take aim actions is either her limit, dice pool, or equal to 1/2 the willpower rounded up. So, what is your willpower rounded up? Half your willpower.
2.
So you could take aim for 2 rounds and get a +2 to your dice pool or +2 to the accuracy.
Okay. Let's see. Let me it would be agility plus this is 12, 14 minus 4 is 10. And for the weather conditions I would lose an extra dice, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I will I'll aim for 2 rounds.
Awesome.
And I'll get the +2 to the dice pool.
Awesome.
So is he consistently facing away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then
For those 2 rounds, yes, but in like a round or 2, he's going to like try to do something else. But yeah, so for 2 rounds and then fire.
Yeah, I'm also going to turn on my laser pointer and call a shot for the head. My laser sight.
All right. Well, if you
Since
turn
he's
on the,
looking away from me.
I'm still going to give him a perception check for that one. It's going to be hard. I mean, we're talking about a laser through the light, and he's like, ah!
Yeah.
You know, so his intuition is heightened by 1. His perception isn't, but that still gives him 5 dice, 6 dice, 7 dice to work with, and his unnatural senses. Oh, I gotta take. I'm sorry. Ignore that. He loses 1 for the rain and 1 for his going through his metamorphosis. So, holy crap!
Can we go with the first roll?
Wow. Wow. So yeah, I made a mistake. I had to take out those 2 dice. But what happens next is he aces the roll. So you pull the gun out, you level it. Pew! The laser light goes off, and he stops and looks, and he looks right at you and snarls. So you've only got 1 round of aim and initiative. Right now, his initiative is hyped up, so he's got a +1, 2. He's looking at a +9. He gets to roll 3d6.
Oh, shit.
And he's going for a bite attack, called shot for the throat. Bam. Oh, he rolled terrible. I got 7 + 9 is 16.
Let's see, I got 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, he goes first.
Man.
Polly the Wolfman. Laser light goes off, hits him on the temple of the head. He stops, he sees it, leaps for you. You're like, holy shit, he's moving fast. And dude, lightning speed, he rushes to the other side. He is going to, unarmed, attack you. In his heightened state, his agility has gone up by 1. Reaction's gone up by 1. And his unarmed is 4. Alright. So he's looking at 7 dice to attack you with. That's all, just 7 dice. His action, though, actually, you know what? His action is going to be to grab the gun and point it away from him. That's what he wants to really do. And then he's going to try to bite and claw at you.
Oh, man.
Seven dice. He rolls. He gets 2 successes.
Okay, so sorry, I think this is only my second melee encounter. What am I rolling here? Reaction.
I'm trying to
And,
find the melee section real quick.
Okay.
It's like after grenades or something. Here we go. Melee. He has no reach bonus. Attacker making a charge attack. He's done that. Oh, he gets extra 2 dice for charging because he's running at you. But he loses 4 dice because he's calling shot for the gun. So I got to re-roll that whole thing. I apologize.
It's okay. I just hope this free roll is not as good for him as the last one.
I lose 2 dice in the end, but he's making. You receive a +1 dice because you're being charged.
Okay. Since I'm kind of technically below the roof level, do I get any bonuses for cover?
No. Because he has to just go over that edge. It's
Okay.
As far as I know, there's no bonus to that. Alright, so character makes a melee weapon in hand. Attack roll is... Alright, you don't have a melee weapon out, so it's just your... Yeah, unless you want to use, like, your unarmed.
Can I use unarmed if I'm holding a gun? Or would I have to drop it?
You don't get your aim anymore, by the way, if you do that. If you do anything else, if you utilize that skill. Otherwise, right now, your attempt is to get that bonus dice to his head.
Okay. So, but I still get like a defense roll, right? Or
Yes.
do I just... Okay.
Your defense roll is going to be reaction plus intuition plus your unarmed skill. Or you can
Okay.
or you can dodge and you roll your reaction, intuition, and gymnastics.
Dodging is the one that drops my initiative by 10, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no. These 3: parry, block, and dodge. Yes, they do. They all reduce your initiative by 5.
Oh, okay. It's only by 5.
Yeah.
But if I do any of them, then I don't get the measly 1 dice that I...
Yeah. Right now, it's just a reaction plus intuition. That's free. And you gain a dice because he's charging you. All right, so I have to reduce this by 2.
Yeah.
Bam.
I'll
2 successes. And so he's jumping to grab the gun and push it out of the way so you can't shoot at him.
Okay, well, I can buy 3 successes.
All right, that'll
No.
basically keep your gun trained on him.
Wait, it's 4 to buy a success, right?
Yes.
Okay, then no, I just missed that by 1. I have to roll. Or does tying...
It goes to the defender. So you would succeed
Yeah.
at this time.
So I'll buy 2 successes.
All right. You'll still lose your aim, though. I'm not going to let you keep that.
Ah, okay.
But
Stupid
anyways...
laser sight.
Yeah. He's now engaged in melee combat with you. All right, that was his 15. So that was his 16 to 15.
Yeah, so I'll just let a 3-round burst off at him.
All
With
right.
my stick and shocks. My stickies.
Okay.
So that's agility, pistols.
You're gonna
Do I
lose.
wanna-
You're gonna lose 3 dice because you're in melee combat with him,
Oh man, okay. And then 1 for the weather.
and 1 for the weather. You know what? It
Yeah.
shouldn't. It should. 1 for the weather shouldn't apply. You guys are in melee combat.
Okay.
You guys are too close for that to be a
So-
hindrance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do any called shot stuff because I just want to make sure I hit him.
Okay.
And I think the 3-round burst takes away dodge dice, right?
Yes, it does. 3-round
I
burst will
mean-
make him lose 2 dice to his defense.
Okay, well, I only got 2 successes, so hopefully.
All right.
um,
His reaction and agility are boosted up, but it's his intuition and reaction, correct? Yeah, its reaction is boosted. His intuition is up by 2. Where did stats go? All right, so he's got 4 and 5, so that's 9 dice he gets to roll. And he loses 2, so he's rolling 7. 2 successes. Da, 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 da. He moves to one side of your 3-round burst on 15. So on 6, he's going to...
Can I jump up onto the roof before the end of my turn? Like after I shoot him, can I jump up on the roof?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to be stuck on this little tiny staircase with him.
All right. He will reach out to grab you by the ankle and try to pull you back. He's not charging, so he doesn't get any bonus dice. And... Alright, so it's 4 plus 5 is 9 again. He doesn't lose any dice. He doesn't gain any dice at this point, so it's just 9 dice to grab you by the ankle. But he's called shot, so he loses 4 dice. I'm sorry. So there it is. It's 5 dice. He's going to grab you by the ankle and try to pull you back down. 1 success.
Yeah, I'll just buy one to dodge it.
Okay. Your initiative on 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Let's see. What's the clip on this thing? $15. Alright, so... Yeah, I'll do another 3 rounds at him.
Alright, he loses 2, so he goes from... What did I say? It was 5 plus 5, 10, minus 2, so he's got 8.
Oh, am I still in melee?
Oh, yes, you are.
Okay.
So
Just
you
wanna make
lose
sure.
you lose 3 for that.
Yep. 4 successes.
4 successes.
Oh, this... Ugh.
You fire
Okay.
down bullets. He dodges to one side, leaps up, grabbing the edge of the building, about to thrust himself on top of it so he can jump tackle you.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna...
But now it's a new initiative.
Okay, well, yeah, well, after I take my 3-round shot at him, I want to back away, because I want to try and keep distance between me and him.
Gets Wolfman gets a hold of you. That's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
Can
yeah.
he chew through your armor? All right, let's do some initiative.
Okay.
Ooh, 11 plus his 9 is a 20.
Golly, man.
Kamikaze and Novacoke mixed together is some pretty potent shit.
I know. Just wait until you get to
10,
play your
13,
dwarf.
25. Take that, Wolfman.
Just wait until you get to play your dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also, he has a high pain threshold of 6 right now. John won't be able to make him suffer negatives ever. So 25. All right.
Yep.
So as you jump back, he throws himself up. He's now on all fours at this point in time. So he's flinging himself off and he's moving faster. So you begin focusing your inner chi to push yourself even harder than this abomination.
Yeah. So can I move back far enough to get myself out of melee range before I take these next 3 shots?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to suffer -2 because you're going to have to run away from him for this round. But so you're basically running to the other side of the building. You're going to suffer a -2, not a -3.
Okay. So yeah, 3 more shots at him. 2 successes. Oh my gosh.
He's got 10 dice. He loses 2 because you're spraying. Gets 8. 3 successes. He begins crawling. And he's bouncing from side to side. It's
Yeah.
unnaturally scary as hell.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I just want to toss it out there. Maybe his only weakness is his nards. check to see if Wolfman's got nards. All right, Wolfman's charging you. He gets an extra dice to do so, 2 dice to charge you, and he's going to charge leap at you. So we're looking at once again 9 dice. 4, 5, 9 plus 1. That's actually, am I doing it right? 9 dice. All right. 3 successes.
Okay. And it's agility.
And it's reaction and intuition to dodge it for free.
Right, reaction and intuition. So that's it's only 10, and I get a +1 because he charged me.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. 6 successes. I can dodge, but I can't hit.
You deftly slide to one side, rolling as he jumps on the location where you're at, and then whirls, and he's hunched. He's like standing hands and feet on the edge of the building nearby. You know, there's like buildings are close butt to butt, and he just grabs and stops, and it's like he has incredible agility just to stop in mid-action for this overweight individual. He's now snarling. All right, that was on your 25. That was on his 20.
Yep.
So now on your 15.
So as I pop up out of my roll maneuver to get away from him, I'll man. You know what? I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna do a called shot for the head.
Mm-hmm.
And another 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I can decide to spend edge after I roll, right?
Yes.
Okay.
To do one of the edge abilities.
Yeah, to re-roll my non-successes.
Oh, I guess so. I know it. Yes, that is an option.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that was one of the options that I could decide after my roll. Okay. So let's see. It's 14 usually. Am I in melee currently?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take the 3 away, and I'll take 4 away. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Why won't it? 7. Okay. Oh. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna re-roll those 4.
Five successes. All right, he's got 8 dice. Drum roll, please. Bam! 1 success. So
in the head. Sorry.
So you roll. Describe it.
Okay, so yeah, so as I pop up out of my roll, I pull up my pistol and line the sights right at his head. Like, I don't want those teeth in me. I have to take him down.
Because if he bites you.
Yeah, I've never been bitten by a werewolf, but I assume I'm going to become a werewolf, and I don't want to be diseased and need medical help.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Life is already crazy as it is, right?
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
All right. You got 5 successes, so 4 over. So damage was what?
Let's see. Why do I never remember Stick and Shock? Sorry, I'm opening up my PDF of the book. I think that the damage is... Oh, here it is. No, wait, that's the gloves. Sorry. I'm terrible.
Yeah, Jay, I don't know. Being a werewolf would be kind of cool. All right, so Stick and Shock allows you to do -2 damage, but it's all stun. He's not wearing armor, so the armor penetration value means nothing. So what is the damage that the gun normally does?
It is normally... Where's my cursor?
Like a 7?
Yeah, it's 7. No,
So
it's
about
8. It's
8.
an 8p.
-2 is 6, plus the 4 extra successes you got. That's 10 stun damage. Now, with his transformation currently, his body is only a measly 5. It can't become physical damage because of the rules, but you're going to do stun damage, so he's got 5 dice to roll versus this. Ba-da-dam, he rolls 1, so he takes 9 points of stun to the head.
Oh.
He jerks to one side. All right, on his initiative of 10, he whirls back around, seemingly unaffected, and leaps for you. He does not suffer any penalty loss of dice at this time.
Oh, man.
So he's got, if I remember correctly, charge. He's not charging, he's too close. So he's just going to reach out, and he's going to grapple you and pull you in for a bite. So he's got 5, 9, and he's trying to grab a hold of you with 9 dice. Three successes.
Oh. Okay.
I did make a mistake. It's high pain threshold of 3, not a 6. So at this point, any other penalties will start incurring.
So if I dodge, I get to add my gymnastics to the roll.
And
but
you
I
lose
5.
5 of your initiative. Which means you have no other action this round.
Right. And he would have one more action this round.
No, he had 20, so he went 20, 10. Now he goes to 0. 0 doesn't get shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dodge this one because I don't want to get hit. I finally got a hit on him. I don't want to take one.
Oh, come on.
So-
Take one for the team. It's just a body save versus disease.
Yeah, I'm the team, so
I mean, it's just like having herpes.
yay.
Every full moon, it flares up.
As a bruiser, that could help you in the game.
6 successes.
All right. Yeah, dude, he leaps for you, grabbing hold of shirt. You're pulling back, like, just get her off, you know?
Yeah.
His
Keeping those teeth at arm's length.
And they look nasty and gnarled.
Like unbrushed.
Yeah. All right, new initiative. Oh, man. He's got a 20 again.
Shit. $17.
All right. So you dodge off to one side, and as you're doing so, he's going to grapple hold of you and pull you back. Nothing's changed at this point in his transformation. So all he can do is still throw his 9 dice at grappling and pulling you back again. He's got no other penalties. Yeah, so just bam. Yeah, I'll describe it. So you push off, shove to one side, you step back, you've got your gun, it's ready to whirl around, but he drops to the ground and just springs towards your midsection, like doing a flying tackle. Yeah. 2 successes.
All right. 3 successes. I lunge to the side, so he springs past me.
He will, and on 17.
Man. I'm going to just 3 rounds at him generically again.
Okay.
It's because after this I've got to change my clip.
You, of course, lose 3 dice for melee. He loses 2 because of the burst. He's got 8 dice. Even though you shot him square in the head, he hasn't suffered any real loss of dice.
2 successes. Okay. I'm
Oh,
burning another edge.
wow.
I'm burning
Four,
another edge.
4 ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna re-roll 9 dice. Man, this is an expensive game session.
Does anybody in the audience want to give the Wolfman an edge dice to use?
Oh, come on. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, my question was, did he glitch at all? Did John glitch or anything?
No, it's been very close.
Yeah, that one was one more dice than it would have been.
Okay, because using an edge the way he's doing it won't get rid of the glitch.
Right. Okay. Yes, you're correct. But it will allow him to re-roll everything else.
Right.
So I got 5 successes total.
No, I want him to, like, that would be cool to have John as a werewolf when we do battles. But I don't think he wants that, so I won't do it.
All right. All right. Paulie's going to make his roll. He's got to get 5 successes. No, he's got to get... Yeah, he's got to get 5 successes. Let's see what he gets. 2. He turns, steering on one foot, leaping towards you as you...
I shoot him. I shoot him so hard. I can't afford to get hurt or get sick or die or have him touch me one more time. So yeah, I just let loose right into his ribs.
Okay. You did 5. I got 2, so that means there's 3 extra. Damage is 6 plus 3. That's 9. He has a body of 5 to work with to resist this because he's not armored. He gets 3 successes versus... Oh man, why did I just say 9?
9, yeah.
So he takes 4 more stun damage. So he's taking a total of 13 stun damage. All right. On his initiative of...
Oh,
What is...
Well, after I do those 3 rounds, I'm gonna drop that clip so I can just slam another one in
Okay.
on my next initiative.
And his was 20, so now this is a 10. On 10, he finishes his leap at you. Midair, even though you plowed into him, he still plows back into you.
Damn it, man.
14, I said, so far.
Yeah.
He loses 1 dice.
No.
He's gone from 9 to 8 dice to jump attack you now. The damage is actually piling up. No successes. He stumbles past you. You can see he's starting to falter.
That's a glitch.
With whatever stun you guys were talking about, Egan's like, shouldn't that be 6 more stun, so 15 total?
I'm being informed that I have miscalculated. It's not 14, it's 15. Yes, 6 plus 9 is 15. Thank you, Egan. I appreciate that.
Thanks,
So he
Ethan.
actually lost 2 dice. Doesn't
okay.
matter. I'll
don't
have to
re-roll.
re-roll.
I like that one.
I should re-roll.
No, it's okay. I like that one. It's a glitch. Okay, let's be fair. Let's just drop one of the ones so he doesn't glitch, but he doesn't get any successes. Or let's drop the 2. Let's drop the 6.
I re-rolled. I dropped out my dice. No. The rule is I've made a mistake. I'm going to re-roll. He makes 2 successes. What was I rolling for now? I forgot.
You were rolling for him
to attack you. Now to attack you. So yes, 2 successes to you, John.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I have to stick to whatever motif of mistakes if I make. I have to do it. So.
I appreciate your rigidness to the rules. So do I? He's not charging, right? So I don't get the extra bonus dice.
Yeah, no. You guys are still technically in melee combat.
Okay. 3 successes.
All right. Yeah. You can definitely tell he's faltering. He stumbled on that one. Maybe he's getting weakened.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Now in 7.
So, let's see. I have never actually had to reload in combat before.
Reloading is a simple action, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And inserting a clip. So removing a clip is a simple action, and loading a clip is a simple action.
Okay, so I can load and
Yeah.
fire. Okay.
No, you'll be able to unload and fire unless you have some sort of automatic just shoot out the clip kind of thing.
Well, no, because I unloaded at the end of my last round.
That's true. So this round you could load and fire.
But since something jogged my memory, I have not been accounting for recoil.
Oh no.
So I'm going to load and like increase the distance as much as I can, and that's my whole action.
Yeah, that's right. We completely forgot about recoil.
Yeah, and I apologize for that.
Okay. Apology accepted. You have had to burn through quite a bit of edge just to get this Wolfman down. We can... No, because... Is it...
Eakin says if you smart linked it, you can eject the clip for free.
He's an adept, so he can't smart link. You haven't been... Every round you've had, you've only made one single round burst, not two. So you get two simple actions in a round on your initiative, and so you've gone burst and move, or just a burst. So recoil shouldn't matter because you're not constantly burst. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Every one of your you have to do something else to cause your recoil to dissipate.
Okay.
And not constantly 3-round bursting.
Yeah. Still, I think that loading and maximizing the distance between us is enough to where I can't shoot this round.
That's fine,
Right?
and that's exactly what's going to happen. So no, you haven't made a mistake. You have just not been putting everything to your fullest, which is good because, you'd be suffering a lot more minuses. So it is a new initiative. You've made some distance. Is it a new initiative? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because that was my 7.
All right. 11, 14, plus 9, 23.
Stop rolling well. It's 9, 10, 22.
Okay. 23, he's going to charge across the roof and once again leap attack at you. Charge gets him an extra 2 dice. He loses 2 dice, so he's only got his 9 to work with. Yep. 5 successes.
Whoa! No!
That, my friend, is a glitch.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Is it a critical glitch?
No, he still made 2 successes, but he glitched.
Okay.
So remember, like, before the game session, we were talking about how my physical dice failed me so much? I feel like I should have stuck with them.
You run to the other side of the roof. You reload the gun. You whirl back around. And to your utter amazement, he's on heel. You draw the gun up, and as you do so, he leaps, hitting you, and you realize you stumble not once, not twice, but 3 steps over the edge of the roof and begin plummeting down as Wolfman goes after you, knocking you both off the building.
Okay. Okay.
Mid-air combat!
Yeah. So, a 3-story fall. That's a long way. So do I take any damage from his attack, or are we just falling now?
His attempt is to grapple you. He succeeded, so now he's got a hold of you. This will give him bonus dice when he goes to bite into you past your armor. That's his been goal the entire time, is to bite past your armor. Because you're wearing armor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it. So his objective is to bite past your armor into soft flesh, like your hand or your neck or your face. I might spare you from a face wound.
Um. So I would like to, um, use my action to try and maneuver so that he's on the bottom when we hit the ground. Because we've just fallen over the edge of a building.
Wow. That's some pretty intense, like, the rules of physics breaking shit there. You've only got 3 floors to fall. I'm going to say it's going to be an initiative, intuition, plus reaction, plus gymnastics, opposed dice roll to fight to get on top. He gets dice, you get dice. We'll see who ends up on top. His
Okay.
reaction and intuition are 10, and he's lost 2, so he's at 8 dice for this roll.
Okay. 6 successes.
2 successes. All right, so describe it. Oh man, just describe.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, and this is how it happens, because as I'm wheeling around to get my gun in line, he is lunging at me, tackles me while I'm mid-spin around. So as we go over the building and he's grabbing me, I'm using my free hand to grab him and continue the spin around as we fall so that he is on the bottom.
And that was on 22.
Yeah.
Before 13 even gets here, boom, you two both hit the ground. I don't know how the fuck fall damage works, but so bear with me as we figure out what falling does.
Oh, man.
Falling damage, 134. Oh, no, remember it tells me to go to 172. This is like a pick path game, this book. When a character falls more than 3 meters, he takes physical damage value equal to the number of meters fallen. As an AP of -4, you use body plus armor to resist the damage. Game Master should be feel free to modify the damage to reflect a softened landing. Oh, you're going to get a softened landing. He's not. Okay, so it's a 3-story building. Each floor is roughly, 4 meters of a building on average? That's 12
that would
feet.
be...
Or is it?
No, that... Hold on. Yes.
Yeah, 4 meters per floor.
Yeah.
So 3 floors, that's 3 times 4 is 12. So you fall 9 meters. That's a damage value of 9. I will give you, because you're following onto him, half his body to you. So you get 3 dice extra to your body plus armor.
Okay. Wow. Okay. There's no limit on this roll, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Wow, I get 20 dice. Is that right?
You lose 4 from the armor piercing value of the fall.
Right, okay. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm doing this math right. It's body plus half his body
Yep.
plus the armor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. -4 from the armor.
Yeah. Oh god, only 2 successes.
Oh,
You know what?
wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So close to.
It is. But wait, so
Is that a
what is
glitch?
No, it's not. It's 1 dice shy of a glitch.
Wow.
So what does that 2 dice mean?
You take 7 physical damage when you hit the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my last edge
Uh-huh.
to re-roll my failures again.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so 5 total.
So you'll take 4 physical damage. He has a body of 5, and he's lost 2 dice due to the stun effect. So he's got 3 dice to roll with. Versus the 9 physical damage. He blocks 1 and takes 8 physical damage. When you guys crash into the ground, Wolfman is not moving.
All right. Man. So do we want to leave it as a cliffhanger here, or
No, there's a wrap up. There's a wrap up.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Press on.
Yeah. So my immediate thought is, are we currently in Knight Errant territory?
Yes.
I'm calling O'Halloran.
Okay.
And I'm also finding some garbage that I can use to tie this guy up with.
Okay. As you hit the ground and you're looking for garbage at this point, you shuffle off him. He's breathing, just not moving.
Okay.
You grab bits of rope, clothing, stuff like that, and you move back over toward him. A deluge comes in as you're on the phone. It rings a few more times. A pickup on the other end. Hello? Detective O'Halloran?
O'Halloran, it's Odysseus.
Odysseus. Oh, man with good beer. Yes?
Yes, I have a package for you.
Will you do?
Yeah, I need you to come pick it up as soon as possible, like right now if you can.
Yes, a package related to what we talked about.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Mostly.
Did you get bit?
No.
Oh, this is good. All right. So
and I'll give him my location. I don't know, like GPS coordinates or whatever.
I'm behind Hal at the moon.
Yeah, I'm in the alley behind Hal at the moon.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't get that far. All right. So it doesn't take any time, and a police car shows up. The lights flash. It's a KE car. Are you hanging out nearby? I mean, you fired a gun off, dude. And I don't know. Do you have a silencer?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, we won't say they're showing up because of gunshots, but we're going to probably show up because O'Halloran called for backup. He would have probably told you, I'm not coming alone.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I mean, he understands that what you're doing is some pretty weird crap, so it's like, I get it. A police car comes up. An orc gets out of the driver's side, immediately assesses the situation, sits there. Do you have your gun out?
I would have had my gun out until the police car showed up.
Okay. The cop will immediately move over to the situation, pull out his little medikit thing, stick it onto Paulie's head or his shoulder, and say that you are not helping. He squawks into his box. We have a victim down here. Send a ambulance. Let O'Halloran know that there is an injured individual here. So things are going to move forward. The orc is not going to harass you. He's not going to be like, what did you do? He's not asking you any questions. He just sits there and he's got his lights flashing and the deluge this time. He's got his little plastic thing on and whatnot in his raincoat. And offers you a cigarette.
No, I don't smoke. Thank you.
He's just looking at this guy because he's seriously messed up. What's wrong with him? He'll ask, and questions like that. Do you engage in conversation with this beat cop?
Well, I mean, if he asks me what's wrong with him, yeah, I'll let him know we fell from the top of the building.
Oh my goodness. He won't ask any more questions at that point in time. And shortly after, another car will pull up to the alleyway, and the car will pull up to the other end of the alleyway because the cop came one way, and so the car comes to stop. It's a sedan, and brown. You can see that O'Halloran steps out, and he's got a umbrella. He gets out and he begins moving down the alleyway quick enough to get there, and as he sees you, he sees the body on the ground. He looks up to the officer and says, "Sir," he will look up to the officer and say, "Sergeant, turn off your lights. They are not needed. They're too bright." What happened, Odysseus?
I was staking the club out, hoping to get some more information, and he showed up. So when he left, I thought I'd follow him. And then, the follow turned into a fight.
He nods.
I'll pull out my comm, show him the picture of the guy that met with Polly at the club, and tell him about the girl that they were planning to abduct, and let him know that I'm not sure what happened after that.
He will point out that the man in the picture is a member of the Tong. He can tell by the tattoo on his neck.
Okay. Yeah, I thought as much.
All right.
Yeah.
He will sit there and say, "We will take it from here. An ambulance will come. I will keep you in contact. Please, do not say any of this to anyone. No reporters. We are trying to figure this case out as best as we can. The people who have disappeared, it is terrible, and we will work hard to find them. I thank you so very..." And he leans over and he looks at the officer. "Will you shut your damn lights off now?" And he sits there. He won't sit there. He doesn't sit there. He's not sitting there. No one
He's standing there.
He's standing there.
Nobody's sitting.
He will look back to you and says, "We will take it from here. Thank you very much. Well, criminal will go to jail tonight after he goes to the hospital."
Yeah. Well, I'll before he leaves, I'll say I don't wanna be that guy, but where do I go for the reward?
"Oh, yes, the reward." He nods. Go down and he'll tell you the station and everything to go to and whatnot.
Okay. Excellent.
All right. I need you to make a perception check as he's swiping you over the information.
Oh.
And then he's telling you you can, free to go down there, let them know. He'll plug you into the information that this is who you are and what you did.
Okay. Yeah, 4 successes.
Okay. As O'Halloran is finishing downloading the information, the sergeant seems to have failed to follow his orders twice now of turning out the lights. You see O'Halloran look at him and snarl. Halloran's teeth are really kind of pointy.
Oh.
He looks back at you. "Thank you very much. Have a good night." And we end game there.
Oh, man. Okay.
I would like to thank everybody who stuck with us these last 40 plus extra minutes listening to the end of this. What did we call this?
Odysseus Action Hour.
Odysseus Action Hour. Say it, John.
Odysseus Action Hour.
You have to get the outro.
What's an outro?
Outro. O-U-T-R-O. That's
Oh.
what this ending.
Okay.
You have to say the whole thing.
Oh, like thank you for.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And thanks for tuning in to Odysseus Action Hour.